Am I not communicating?
Sinipe.
One of these cano. No. Omo is na man. Never said no.
Sinipe.
Dear Mr. Speaker, watra ehye watra mra no. Mra no ma no tumi ma ne ye dia waye. Enu ntina ye twe na dwen agina so say onhwe mra no no an bi kire mu say mra ne de baby of fire in de wati. Nti ye correct ne ye.
Sinipe.
Yes, so who say as a person come minority no ye kasa bo ahye ye.
Sinipe.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipe.
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. What is true? And I'm more mope, and I'm also move change bibi, but then I'm move changing Munchray and Bonnie at the end. Munchray as soon as I didn't Ediaba.
Sinipe.
Person ye pay at you say, ye will be a say in your bois near ye, now your parliamentary a Juma ye no. You created that conducive atmosphere near ye bay.
Sinipe.
The first year God in Gaggisburg, book. Profakes here. I don't know book can be say if be English you go chop.
Sinipe. Sinipe.
Today happens to be the 21st day of July 2025. Nyankopon ayadom enne juada techrama dabodwembo je die mu afrisane ebraso se yede sinupen dwumede no yede ebrewo efri sabre ekosi se ebebo nonan ene yede dwumede yede ebrewo na enne no raised to the power 30,000 na yenim ba bia 30,000 no edi ebekwa akosi enne enti eno na de enam kakra sa akosi se yede bekwa akosi awie ye shobo se enne dwumede no ebeye superb enne ebeye bibi sonko kra kai national so se Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa Aboa Papon as usual ebetena me nchen e wa ha na afa ne yedi nkomo on the big interview afei kaina share the boss say Albert Asmani betena se na afei yetimi edi nkomo that is Ghana nkomo osinipen dwumede so an yede ebrew enne akwanja ebemu ebebie phone lines no ba bia wo bia wo ahweyen na afei utie yen ensoso no yamo akwanja na ode won hyehye wadwempo abeta dwumede na chi na afei dwumede no akọ awieye ye fra me Anthony Kofi Inkum Daddy Mr. Inkum ene medin New Patriotic Party womo abomodi akọ Delegate Conference no aba na after Delegate Conference no edien ena ato akire adwo bibia edeye ananse niama ekosen eno eka nkomo a ene yebehwe na afa yatimi adie Kennedy Ohene Agyapong the political disruptor ene ya me no eka say papa baby a obi a yenim se nyankopon adumti ne ho eye na efiade ya etwemu yi anase se be kan se kwesiade yi ene ode na ni kyeremu na afei okọ ayie na afei woni omanfo ko di nkomo kakra na wasanso akasa ya okasa de che New Patriotic Party amanyoko ni nyina ntia bekọ na afei eno nso yakọ akwa kodi ho enkomo pepepe e odwumadie eso minim se okame ho ewo Net2 TV GH Facebook YouTube enso so Net2 TV GH afei osan kan ho ewo Oman 107.1 FM so nkrapompune mantemo kasoa ena afei ne other environs ekutem afei sia de ani ekyeremu ewo mfimfini mantemo a eho enso so wutie yen ewo 90.1 eye nap radio ebutu asinfo su ene ne mpatemu a woto petemu omanfo nyina nso so etimi etie dwumadie no ebi afei sia de ani kyeremu ewo Ashanti region ehon so Asante memo enyansam ketwa kra bono ene na half mantemu nyina nso etie yen ewo Ash 101.1 FM eho anafei obia eken homa bibia ekonanim ye de ani kyeremu ewo ye UK so wutie yen ewo Sources Radio anafei Amansan Radio sa enso so ane ye de ani ekyeremu ewo eye Donald Kofi Trump ne memu a eho enso so eye Kencity Radio afei sanso ene Jerry's TV enso so carry dwumadie no live and colored baby a wo bia no menim se utie yen esanso ehwe yen eka ho abusua kai na hia no so se wane a eboa me ade dwumadie ebre wo no eye the Heart Builders Real Estate si ebenya sase papa ato anaso se eye complete house yebetimi anyane ato a ya asomdwe ewo ho na afei ni sikasam no kra no enkoye problem yebenya dagye twa ne nkakran eye the Heart Builders Real Estate ye won sase ewo miamia hodo nyina ewo Ghana afei tabia takum enso eboayen emmema yede hene emmema sese ye toa etuo ne kumaboa ama bibia eye kama esan se tabia takum ahye yeden ewo edwumedia yedie mo wei ene adwumaku a aso asenem yede dwumadie ebrew enne ama bibia timi akọ nanim na ma yentwa ye ho na afei yempike bibi out of the lions mentality na yento aso enko yenim sinupei ya kana senia etie.
Competence. Lions are said to sleep around 20 hours a day. Still they never go home. They get up and they get the job done. They earn their rest. They earn their competence. Lions are said to sleep around 20 hours a day. Still they never go home. They get up and they get the job done. They earn their rest. They earn their success. They earn their freedom. There are great rewards for competence. In life, if you provide more value to others than anyone else, in a shorter space of time, you will be rewarded, and you will be rewarded well and often. It does not matter how long you work. It matters how good that work is. It doesn't matter how many hours you put in. It only matters how much value you've created. Develop yourself into a competent machine. Work on what matters in your life with laser focus, ruthless determination, and a burning desire to do everything to the very best of your ability. That builds pride and respect for yourself.
Abusua ma mensama akwa babiom emfamra dwumadie no eso ebraso se editorial yede ebrew enne na enne unim se memini ne ya etwemu yi ena New Patriotic Party amanyokuo no ekuo no emma wo motimi eto aba internally emma ne yeye nyina kokohia ye ewo eye enkrapompuni mantemmo University of Ghana Sports Stadium Legon asem na meken na dwumadie no eko awieye no unim se ansa na dwumadie no eba bekoso no we are talking about Kennedy Ohene Agyapong esan se Kennedy Ohene Agyapong no party ni mu one party no all ranks aye adwuma pen na afei ote adwuma se na party no eda na koma so nti time a ebeduru se party ma eba enkrapompuni mantemo no indeed he welcomed all of the delegates to the conference or welcome wo mu nyina ediba delegate no afei delegate no eduru so no wo baaye wono abeka ho na otu nani na afei ohwe ekuom a na ohunu se dachi bia no eni daso ewo ho edema Ghana for isan se the new patriotic party eguso ya oguso build ne ho na omanfo nyina kokodu asomdwe no emu no nso no Kennedy ohina Japan o se moba no me welcome mo dia ene no makwa koduru nso so se metimi ka bibi de eche party ma you see ye wo enipa bi a wo mo eye adwuma adwuma nankasa na wo mo eye no you could see that omote adwuma wo mo ye no ase afei omuro a omo so ye oti ase se unya sankofo no ewo utim mu a ohun se enidaso ewo ho Kennedy oti adwuma na ase esan se efomfo ano ne omo ye adwuma ewo party nim ba bia na national fo ato efomfo pahwi ato wo mu atwene anwene obia ho no it was Kennedy ohina Japan ena na all fight ma efomfo mom ye hwe party mo mom ye hwe party mo mom ye hwe party mo enti ono ne de obi beka se enye makeup eyade a tete nyina no se ya ana enim no enti se yanomfo bi anansen ya omo ba mu ya omo pe 2 minti en omo tuetuetu sika en omo ya na omo tue sika omo ya na omo tue sika sika ne de bi hye omo ho ena ye party man so na ma sika be hye omo ho esan se ye kai emiri bi a omo eba party ni mu a I don't think say na 50,000 Ghana se describe you on account but enne party ni nti omo anya bi eti so omo anya bi dia no omo de hwe party fo a omo emmo de mfa emwa party fo but no ye nka hwe emfa ho enti ebeja wo mu saa na Kennedy ohina Japan eka asembie no na mepese anopai potokasem me no nyina yetimi ebo no tofa na afei ye nyina yete ye ho ase kama na ye gina so timi edidi enkomo mama yenko bra join me our Facebook na afei yentimi enkan na we wunim se Kennedy ohina Japan ono ankasa ni page ewo X formerly Twitter eho ana ode etoye o say dear NPP delegates, I trust you have arrived home safely by the grace of God. I always stood as your voice because your welfare remains my highest priority. My decision to support the party was grounded in the need to first preserve unity and restore confidence, not in any individual, but in the larger cause we all believe in. But make no mistake, I am one of you, and I will be with you in your various constituencies very soon. Be strong, stay united, and can't be swayed by the noise. We are in this together, and we shall chart the path to victory. Take care of yourself and each other. So eno eye kasa a free Kennedy ohine Agyapong ho to the new patriotic party delegates our more eba delegate conference no and what they sasem we ede ema wo mo o se de di kan no me gidi se Nyankopon adom nti mu nyina makodu fi asomdwe mu ya boni bia anto bia na eno na chi no o se wonim se me kam ho dane da nyina in fact mayemonde ya me kasama mo abre bia na ni ametimi aka kire mo ne se mu nyina mo nka mo hummom afa munya ni daso se new patriotic party se dancer boa yebesan so aba back to power ema niama etimi ayeye na wan fans wa ana osan so eka kire ne manfo ni nyina se now memfa enipa bi so ana so se party na da ho no etwa se party ni mu nipa nyina ye hweso obi abedi yie yemfa sika no enkohye nipa bi nko akansem ema sa nipa no ebi ti se regional chairman a wo ma declare support MPs a wo ma declare support eni nipa hodo a wo ma declare support e dia ma nipa bi no menya ne sa na mo menimu nyina egina wemu ebom. We are in this together. Or say oyo haw mu anamu wa Kennedy ohina Japan say onimu nyina ene wo sa haw ne mu. Say eye ni jemu anamu wa Kennedy ohine Japan say onimu nyina ene wo sa anije ne mu. Or say mo were ato a ono nso so ne were ato onimu nyina ene wo mu. Na mom ade ba ko betimi aka ne say yen nyina ya party ma especially delegate or say enche meba be kam ho e wo various constituencies meba na fa minimum ba be din komo minimum beba be chema dwen a e wo mitrim minimum beka aba be ka bom na fa yen nyina ya toto ne ma sade be ya eniema be koye e de ama new patriotic party na mom ansana meba no ne ametimi aka kire mu nyina ne se munyina munya akomatoye mu na munya ni daso se nyankopon etiase na 2028 new patriotic party ebeba back to power nensem no eno no na minim se party babia no saasemi waje no akomapam party babia te saasem we no obia eni age moya ade se mu fra chichi ni bencheye na afa mu aba behwa madwumadie no akokama dwumadie ne de ekoyie pepepe na mom ekire yi ene nipa bonifo bi di mframa bone ebefa mu but ne nyina mu no you see ade ba ko a eya na eye manigye ene se emframa bone ewohoi entimi enstane the test of time emframa bone ebo a enche esanse emframa bone enni fapem enti se emframa bone ebo a enche ebesan so akoba bi efiri baaye enya ade akura ye adwuma you see new patriotic party this is the time se munyina mo beka ye a etifi samo ana eda eye delegate conference no eso ene se we are rebuilding for our values party no fapema ye gina so the party no esese eno ne yetimi every build party no ye san hye party ni biem e san se ye nim se party no agigya eti ye hye party ni biem na afa ya the party no akoma Ghana fo se afa monje ye ni so ade hunu nie na ye hwe se Ghana fo entoaba enfama new patriotic party ana Ghana fo edo new patriotic party but se party no enipa bi agita won wani ase enipa bi je party ni show mbotom enipa bi make sure say omema party no abaye omonko omodea na ne omo beka no eno na baye adwuma eti omo share party maso se uye polling station executive ni yemfa wo enye hwe se uye your friend say constituency executive yemfa wo nya hwe national coordinators yemfa wo nya hwe cheso bia nsi obia so ye ne regional chairman nkoa na edwene ana wo nkoa na yesesa pade edema wo mo wo nkoa na yebo wo mo se wo mabrabo bekoyie na afa party ni mu nipa hodo a aka wo fam wo nyina no yato wo pa hwe bibia emfa ye ho Kennedy ohina Japan say we are rebuilding na ye rebuilding mana ye yi a ye se enam dada ye mfa nyen kwan foforo ye mfa nam dada enyen kwan foforo it is a ye rebuilding there we need new face enam dada ye mfa nyen kwan foforo enam dada ansa na betime de enam dada mfaso beba so no ade se wanya nam foforo e de aye nkwan no ansa na ekire wa transfer dada no na ba beka ho na dada no e be play supportive role sa na ye no say ye rebuilding na we are looking for new face new force that is what we are looking for anti party ma delegate me gidi ye say time a obia ewuremo no mwankasa muhu obia ne arrival Kennedy ohine Agyapong indeed he came in massively representing the good people of the northern region or sending certain signal be edema the people of northern region say look medikan aka wo manum se me Kennedy Kwame Ohene Agyapong nyame ya madum na menya benja transo mampani a I am going to make sure say the whole of the northern region no ye be industries nko in terms of modernized farming eho an ye be ye wo enti Kennedy Ohene Agyapong enwure mu to send a signal to the good people of the northern region say me yamani daso. Kennedy Ohene Agyapong say he is not a northerner, onye northerner, but oye Ghanani, and he believes in Ghana, and so therefore as someone wakano eye ntesua no watwato from onfa na no nsa nfa ntesua da. Kennedy say ono on that day nipa Kennedy Ohene Agyapong she obia bo emuso da. Kennedy Ohene Agyapong so ka say obeye mampani ewo Ghana ha na so be make sure say Ghana ye betimi enya concrete road a oba be di 2 weeks mpo ewo akonwa so sa mampani a he will make sure say sa bo na wa hye no ebebem enya nkonfo a wo mobile be share bo say yenim Ghana sika wa ha say ni eti motuma ye be concrete road amaso oba central region wo aba be twa entro say central region for ye ba be see airport wa ha say na ni nyina ye ndada nko a enunti na black rasta car say Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ade ba ko betima sign it ni say Kennedy Ohene Agyapong enye corrupt afei ose Kennedy Ohene Agyapong enye obi a wodada nipa onye obi a wode na no ka asem na wonye bibia woka bia oye enunti na ma Ghana for organically omope na asem Kennedy Ohene Agyapong no he doesn't need any national delegate say obe plan say ye kwa akoyi akoma Ghana for say ye do kwa akochinchi akwa say or say I believe in the party delegates. I believe in them. They are my people. I have served this party with them together. And so therefore Kennedy Ohene Agyapong believes that these so-called delegates will one day reward him for what he have done for the party. And near my Kennedy Ohene Agyapong aye no. We are delegate I mean him say and on a dawa kuma so say near Kennedy Ohene Agyapong etimi aye no say ebreni nie yan reward no Kennedy Ohene Agyapong oba or say me ba be build the party no I am going to make sure say party be bia ye adwuma enya fei na ye ba be say ye be kwa bato so ayen kwa chiche sika fama party for Kennedy Agyapong say we are delegate but modern say obehe ebre no so a ono a esan say he is going to make sure say 4 years in pono obedi so mampani a obesori akonwa so no na MPP babia ewa adwuma a oye afei Ghana mabunu enso benya adwuma aye he is going to make sure say Ghana becomes an industrial hub of the whole Africa. That is the vision of Kennedy Agyapong. That is the vision of Kennedy Agyapong. Kennedy Agyapong enya bema watete na face nkofo ya ade no akwata kire say ena me na meye Debbie or say I am a businessman and I am going to make sure say Ghana becomes a business community. He's going to make sure that Ghana becomes a business center of the whole world. He's going to make sure say investor bia fani sika na ope bia kwa enye bia no bekwa say Ghana and obeba kane. We are talking about business person. We are talking about business person, business-minded person, or no any Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. And that is why people within Ghana, in some way, say Kennedy Ohene Agyapong is the last gold of the New Patriotic Party. He is the last gold of the New Patriotic Party. There are some Ghana Constitution ankasa eka. Ghana's Constitution talks about a balance. Ghana's Constitution talks about balance. Balance and saying, so we are mampani ewa Ghana ha, na se uche to me ewa Ghana ha. You have to make sure say regional balance no aye adwuma. Regional balance ne say unche eye appointment emma ebinum na fe uncha ebinum enja. So we are talking about balance. Enti say each region be ewa Ghana ha biano. If we are talking about balance then ye nuanom nordness eti ase say no John Dramani Mahama every northern region wabeye president ewa Ghana ha John Dramani Mahama every northern region wabeye president ewa Ghana ha waba first time and wasaba second term and the northern people nankasa nkomo mu die ni say it is about time esese switch ediko different region because esese balance no eye adwuma esese balance eye adwuma ewo Ghana ha enti it is never going to be possible say Ghana for some betwaba ediama I mean northern regional person say some be your mampani wo Ghana ha biem menkase ensibiem ebesi but etwase ekona sanso babiem and that is the main reason why the so-called political marketers are a new patriotic party mono. I am a political coach and I am coaching you people today that a juma na moye no mumbie mani say indeed moti a juma moye asampa nobody within the new patriotic party and na sabi obedin say yenkoto abanfa nkwa ha but one thing that I am and say the delegate within the new patriotic party Saturday I was there na delegate ameni omu din komo omo ameni omu nya one-on-one e din komo no in fact you could see that yes new patriotic party si e ka say e ya krachefo eku a no kwese ya krachefo ku na unim omo nya krachefo keke omo ya krachefo a woman ni mude but opportunity no and yam farmer womo opportunity no yam farmer womo there are people who are national who are constituency executives, there are people who are police station executives. In fact, when you have one-on-one interactions with them, now the knowledge, how knowledgeable they are. Ni ato sanko fu we nyina ato agu adwuma kwa ya mo bi nye obi te say you doctor educhum ya waduchum opani be ya adwuma de manu patriotic party ya kofa ni fi abrochire and ye de ne ba be ya adwuma as minister edu baby party makọ ni office asem obi na no ka trom ne say me mama ma ya adwuma ma party for enne o se ye nto abama no no medi o mampani ohun wi aso ne said ye but Kennedy Ohene Agyapong has been with this party since 1992, making sure that all the resources that he has, or the Bebwa party, no, or the Bebwa Ekuono, even whereby on when him senya oyeno, and Fasobia and Metren Menimuya, but he was doing it. He was doing it. And that is the main reason why Kojo Huswe free Sir John, Bebia will be a Yankopon fa winsie. Bebia will be a Yankopon fa winsie. I remember some Kojo Huswe free Sir John, a interview, Ewa Guna Swedro, and as someone catch him and say, Minia, or no from it, me offer Unim say, New Patriotic Party, Yanko, Yemro, Yaboto, and the Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Or say, do baby a party no any that's why Kennedy Ohene Agyapong comes in and help the party. And Kennedy Ohene Agyapong, and ya and now, open to me and Obwa party. Obwa party no dada. Obwa party no dada. He has been part and parcel of the party. And I know, said delegates no pen command no money me AD no, said this is the time to reward Kennedy Ohene Agyapong. Sanya beya omwaka wo party no so no, ombenya adwene pa ede aboa party for, wombetimi anya hyehye pa ede aboa party no, na enkoye se me nkwa me botom anu omo bedidi. Ye wo nipa bi amaba bedi MP so many years eko, obi ti say yeru ose chairman sabonsu no. Me no eka say time dum pizza. Ye fra sense dum pizza meboa. PZ time ejato ho e Kumasi Asante Mantem. We saw people, I mean political people from Ghana ha. We munyina etrooping in through the Ashanti region, making sure someone so edi omo contribution edi ko. Mote say yeru ose chairman sabonsu dibi kwa na. Mote ye. Ote so ose chairman sabonsu dibi kwa na. Wan febi anko. It is a we are delegate today. I am talking to you. We are delegates now tenase. na ono ba ebe instigate se kwana kwoto abama we kwoto kwa ono be hye ofo oboa oma promise no friends running mate na obedi MP kura when did am ye ndibi na obe running mate ene se akombe ku okrom a enti delegate no ya jimudi se sadia tie bia no Kennedy ohina Japan time a odu stadium ho no the atmosphere in fact say the Kennedy ohina Japan ekofa tartan track ne so a anka you will see party for omo jumping from baby a omo gina so omo ba be si from that is Kennedy ohina Japan for you. Kennedy ohina Japan organic laugh ono ne do no ye nkwhye dem emplane say ne ye ba be ye dabi ye nkwhye dem emplane odu ya na nipa eboje ne so onte say ya nomfo bia omo ba no omo bia omo car gate eje nchia obi amfi wo mo Ghana for ni ate New Patriotic Party many ate modidi osoro wa eja wo mo so we polling station here especially more former party officers na ya to mo pahwi no se nyame adom enhyehya ba ya dem ba be ka ho na wunim omdi sika beba me se so omdi sika ba gina di otom efise o ka ho na wo ya adwuma ma party ne ba power emu omo benya sika ne go mbotom omdi sika ba gina di omdi sika ba gina di ne mom koto wa ba from Kennedy ohina Japan esan se Kennedy ohina Japan enya fe no oba be pesika enya fe e no oba be pesika eti Kennedy is going to make sure say adwini bi opeso wo ma Ghana enhyehye bi a New Patriotic Party as a buy as political party e wode ma Ghana baby a party ni peso hu say Ghana mpuntu akwakoduru no he is going to make sure say ebeduru ho abusua ma memfa ensia na menna me homra me ba me ne Albert Asmani etena se na ye de Ghana nkomo ye de abrel ye frɛ me Anthony Kofi Inkum Daddy Mr Inkum ene me din sinupei ye ka no senia etie.
This is the party as a say Ghana for nyina hu say coach wa what they wa hu odin we be a wo mu be make sure say you bring the party back to power.
Sinipe
Tasembu ha woka no ye wo ebeka da onye hwi but opem wa
Sinipe
IGP fufura abadama samedi mi jai monda o send still me baboko school na obi akade wo ma mi ko twitu mi ntwitu
me ko abontia Ghana for catch them so be pay ko catch them on for ne say mumfa Kennedy Japan brad ye beto abama ba better radio so na me ka mo se mo suspend me what be that.
Sinipe
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya call election ye lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or me say ko catch your party for no and I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Sinipe
One of the sika no omo ahusu no omo yesem na amaye never asem no
Sinipe
Dear Mr. Speaker watra ehye watra mra no mra no ma no tumi ma ne nya dia waye enu ntina ye twe na dwen agina so say onhwe mra no no an bi kire mu say mra ne dia baby of fire in dia wati nti ye correct ne ye
Sinipe
yes so who ne say as a person or come minority no ye kasa bo ahye ye
Sinipe
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Sinipe
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. What is true? And I'm more young, and I'm also move change bibi, but then I'm move changing Munchray and Bonnie at the end. Munchray, as soon as I did Ediaba.
Sinipe
Person ye pay at you say, ye will be as I say in your bois, near ye, na ye parliamentary, a Juma ye no. You created that conducive atmosphere near ye bay.
Sinipe
The first year God in Gaggisburg, the more book. Bro, and no book can be business. If be English, you go chop.
Sinipe Cinepay.
All right, Ebusiama, mensan emu akwa babiem enfam rest no page medie so and makacho say a raise to the power 30,000. Enti ye was soro papa ye wo wiem. Enti ebra ye besi form bi anu ne esi form. Albert Asmani aba ya ye babe di eye Ghana enkomo ewo sino page medie so na Ebusiama meni wo Endi Heart Builders Real Estate won komo. Heart Builders Real Estate eye adwumaku a ye ton ensase ena afi efie na se owa manone se owa Ghana wo ya aban adwuma ana ankra adwuma no yen ni adwumaku a ye ma opportunity ni se wonso so benya fie wo benya asase na afi watimi atena so ema niam akoyie ede ama wo na ye won sase ewo miamia hudro bebre ye wo 2-bedroom self-contained apartment enu ye 250,000 Ghana cedis. You want a 3-bedroom apartment, 350,000 Ghana cedis. Afe you want apartment in to be on one. 450,000 Ghana cedis. No crane say ye plot aye wono enso so no you will be Shy Hills. 25,000 Ghana cedis. You say to your 13,500. Afe shall build a project. Afe ye sanso asase ni bi ningo pram. Mo pese mo bie nyuma ewo Ghana investors mo pese mo je nsase esisi warehouses no mo de money echirem ewo Heart Builders Real Estate ye wo ensase abeboa mo amamotimi esi ye warehouse kama ye be ma nso anya ho emfaso na ningo pram asase nso ye 25,000 Ghana cedis ye say to 13,500 shase na your project no ho adwuma na fe nia aka no watua ne nkakra afe yesan wo bi wo chopoli 30,000 yesi tua 16,000 Ghana cedis na fe shase ye wadwuma ewo so abusua no kra ba ko wo mu ne se we no ye ma wutua efa sana na fe nia aka no 6 months ya spread e the amount na watua ne nkakra enti I can tell you say Heart Builders Real Estate penny betimi aboa emu anya asase anase efie atenemu asombe ewo ho pe ye kira kwan na fe ye no eni nkomo your office no ewo Ashaman ye wo eye direct opposite to Kakito Divisional Police Station ene no edi enhwanimu afei obetimi afre me ye nkomo ewo eye 0241 66 5200 0241 66 5200 and afi 0540 226276 0540 226276 na one Heart Builders Real Estate in the enkomo abusuya Albert Asmani the political czar atenase ya de Ghana nkomo an ya de ebrewo na ene Ghana nkomo den na ye hwe the general overview of the just ended National Delegate Conference of the New Patriotic Party afei eno na chi no ye sanso ehwe we 56 amendments anase motions a omode eba ye no yetimi eje emako 54 and yeje editu mu nya chese mienu pe ene ebotu gu eno nso ebehwe na afei yetimi edi ho enkomo afei eno na chi no the arrival of Kennedy ohene Agyapong ne ba wodi ewurem na senia mponko edi nanim ene ade we eka ho ena afei enema ahodo aka ana yebehwe na yetimi edi ho enkomo atoaso akọ yenim opani bibia bokode
Mr. Gumboko na so
nyame adom megina yie papa men nada
ene uluki presidential
ai
who's the coat of arm no
ye boaboa ye ho inshallah ye boaboa ye ho because we atmosphere na it tells you say Kennedy ohene Japan New Patriotic Party delegate no o magina tum dada because me ne mako 12 and a kasaye.
Okay.
Na 12 no asem won ka kire me say look. Ye yekuo ane ye baaye. Ye nim nkomo a ye di ansa na ye de ba ha. Enti won kama koma ntum yem. Na party no enim nia ohwehwe.
Okay.
Omo say omo party na koma. Na party na koma no eno no mde bekwa akoma Ghana fo.
Of course.
Esan say omo mpese ombesan kwakodi ntwobiem. But this time yenko ne yenko win power.
Maybe I can say political party apart from so really political power. You are the person may use say we are useless, but you're a political party now when we need political power. I mean, what is the keep fit club here? Matia and I say community club political party there as a certain motive. Yes, say we need political power. Na utumi ebu oman na wani so adi mu a wo se oman for no benya emu fa so obanya enti political party de wo mu a enye se mati akawo na wo sisi obi wo party no na ya ko election wadi nko all the time na we remain relevant because after we share or the same political parties or Ghana.
Ebi CPP or Gaza Ghana for the
PNC, GCPP, DFP,
PPP,
NDP, PPP. Just say you can name all the P's. Dr. Hassan Ayaraga. What a party? Binduri, Papai, or the say. Atubiga. What a political party? It's very about say, oh yeah, political. It's about relevance. And he said, to me, a win political power.
Exactly.
We take over a governance of the country. Now, legislature and so on, majority. And ma, when this was the who be our person, we had the boy on my own. Let me hear the boy. In fact, until 2017, now akufo-addo's free extension policy was only on paper.
Now what them?
Yeah, that's right to her. But we have any power. Forget about it. Enti ubetimi anya every plan or idea be our person oh yeah. But say when to me I'm winning political power. I mean na
Fasobia ni so. Now, my share the general overview of the whole Congress. I mean conference no. We send ya a course wa bomode na fe. Enti ma mentwa me ho na fe meaning komo kakra emra. Medical culture say ene yene eye Kofi Owusu Bempa ono ane yene no ebedi nkomo ewa ha na yenua Kofi Owusu Bempa ayo obi a in fact ye kan politics a wa benimu na ye beka say oye political strategist wa bene papa party ase oti amanyosem ase nti so ohu se aha sei na power mframa ne bokwa ohu ono ene yene ne betena ase na yetimi edi enkomo so Albert na me can say you heard the general overview of whatever went on at that very day ene ne ekokọ so ene ade nyina
yeah Mr. Nku me say na wase biem na menchia atiefo ne ahwefo nyina emze national delegate conference here ba so yi na ya keka ho nsem bebra yi nyina na we expecting say nyame aduma 19th no ebeba so ama ho nkomo nyina no mpanifo atimi adi na the we motions are omo de call parliament nso no so omo de call parliament omo de call conference nso no omo atimi accept aye ho adwuma na before the conference no one interesting thing ebeto dwa some injunction bia yes be on the MPP IPSN nkofo no bi mu enye any party in adwin say man go through the right procedure to convey this conference. Now say Mr. MPP constitution no e kire ekwan a ye fa so eye conference no ye omumienu ye wo the normal annual delegate conference e course yi and ye wo the emergency delegate conference so okay. The annual delegate conference ni the constitution say some ye no once every year. Now once every year no a CFI constituency at the Akwa region and Sana national aba. And an emergency one so they when something is urgently needed as I say yekwa and no a parliament agabaka say treating under certificate of agency.
Okay.
And we know ade no constitution says 7 notice within 7 days na mo convey that conference. Ebinom cancer conference we na extraordinary congress. No, it wasn't an extraordinary congress.
Okay.
It was an annual delegate conference but say go through the constituency and the regional conference and no ana omo anye eno na ogridi rate na omo ko survey and as injunction na yina yedi ani ehun ye na omo raise those concerns say they couldn't have gone to this conference without doing the constituency conference and that of the regional conferences. But we don't know nya lawyer for all the legal nitty-gritties need ye be jam. But that is how the situation was. Fast forward, and yadom and a Saturday no eden ebaye and crofu fear chishe ni benche ebetena sema jumedi no kama say osha anytime I see a gathering of MPP people for some reason I am a spirit here charged because this is a party growing up no colors abe ye adia ewo ni so we trim ewo ya dwemu enti who red white blue na who say yes this is the power. In fact first na me who Japan for flag adia ba me trim first MPP before I say oh there be me who France for na me say MPP me who anything red white and blue MPP there ba me trim first before me adwen ho a ma adwen ba ka chem so no this is not MPP. So that kind of crowd and they say MPP for any activities na ekoso in fact there na man ye there na ye fe no enye the program na kasa ye being it rally and I say conference na aya na there fe ni say obehia unua no mutu say bo munyira wo party ba ko but for years because of obia na personal and private activities intino muntu mi hia and say opportunity ni ba say party for ba be hia na only say definitely one have for other regions ebeba mo be share mo be di party won komo because they do campaigns we travel all around we meet party for but campaign twam a unti obian kan biem na your phone so and WhatsApp to share abusuan for it was good. So the feeling and the atmosphere at the conference was so good, so nice. Now me Saturday and Panana I was really impressed with the attendance. Going forward, we share motions are on table no on the day, and they said a call na. Mr. Nku Meka said before that, let me talk about Honorable Ken's triumphant entry to the conference grounds. Osha from Oponglo Junction to the University of Ghana Stadium. Now everything was a standstill. In fact, everything was in a standstill because timer it is Honorable Keneba. Now we share Emranti any maba where street in so at the town for and no be able just because of the name Ken or Agyapong and no matter say or no oba. Now in fact, my member Honorable ni team abaso they didn't disappoint at all.
Exactly.
Oshe how our Honorable in the grand style with a mebri Emranti the moto. Edinanim na Oshe ponko any idea almost otiso na opie ye no. In fact, na fe obi a block no. I had to say or they say about for Joseph and the dia tinta. So people had to force Honorable out of his car because obi a chanty say we need change. And Abraham for no yes can the only thing I say as I saw opie ni car so.
Yes.
Now phone say yes. Ana why then what bedru na onwe bi nkrofo na omo MBA kwamu man na ontumi room. But Honorable be room no something happened at the gate and as Honorable room mantiase because you know I was there when I was at the gate when Honorable Agyapong came. I was there when Adenimo entered.
Okay.
I was there when Dr. Baumia, security for no, it me overpower for no mu ma Honorable Ken area mu. Me name the protocol arrangement for these people. Aspirants say, prospective aspirants, and they say, "Sa omudru hwa, ehefa na ebe mo mafa." Security details they saying, "When they are allowed to enter." I don't think said the organizers on the ground, you know, they did a good job on that day when it comes to the entry of these people. Because you see, as a saying, Kamunim say Hana dignitaries ni befano. Ebia, ya barricade her to a certain level be a case okay, aha, ye mo be in room.
Okay.
First, they call or they say, Kenneth Moya for Chela, even to enter, how they use the barricade to cover certain way critics and perimeters be man to me income. So I was thinking, say, okay, this is the dedicated point there. Mumiam barricaded that side so that only the aspirants and maybe one or two of their entourage, you know, and the befa. But wasn't like that. So it was like an open space and then the barricades, normal barricade too. And people were not even allowed to walk freely. And see, Honorable, in fact, he struggled a bit before he was able to enter. It's a honor, I think, say, Uncle Yepa. Again, let's come to the conference proper. Conference, you shall see, we saw speakers after speakers. Omo Ebabe Kasam said, Chairman Bute, Anna Obebi conference, you know, after the opening prayer, Emma program, no, a shall see. Now, Omanfo bebre be kasaye before me come motions na you table no on the day. One thing also happened that I think say the organizers didn't also do well, and that thing has to do with how after speaker na obia kasa wi I see the protocol was because after the program no be said afro penny ba ko paawo MPP mi bisa na say na mo nhye for omon be di juma on that day no na it saying I know me go through say obekasa no your signal say after this person ona obeko so eye dru so a na ya ma wa backstage akonya ho na watena ase e dru so a na wakom na akokasa na uwie so a wa fa backstage apie na wakotena ase na dey happen here ne when Dr. Mahmoud me akasa wie na office stage ne so na that plan also then one of the MCs came for the microphone. At the point the microphone was muted. As some okay will be answered. Then the DJ was signal said on board. In fact, before I knew the particular song. I knew two and they didn't disappoint me. The first one was before Kodia speak. Number Osi Samonyomono. That was the time. Heaven knows how we get there. Okay. Say Kodia Bekasa, you be boss anyomono. So your boss I know be 2-3 minutes before Kodia. Okay, fine. Kodia we on take tenas. Then there came the former vice president. Oria ya e hona no mo be renew omo vow menim so ne Samira say no ma akoye vow renewal say they had to lead them. And I saw one person, one of the ladies oka ashe so mo use on that day no say only the former president former vice president our tarmac so now ya board mama bringing the whole to all activities so say obe chia nkrofo awie na wakọ akotenase it be say why what's what court so no na ne yama what is happening because meetings upon meetings ko eni nyina kire say obi an ho a even aspirants here be boni din amana sorry abegina awevi nkrofo kra no that was not the plan etu hwa ya na biasa enho na nabi na introduce Dr. Baumia na nabi na introduce Honorable Ken na nabi na introduce Honorable Agyapong Adenimo Agyapong mu nyina he just mentioned their names so even people at the stadium no didn't even know where those people were even seated apart from omo no menim say okay omo dey do ma atena VIP side hon then they gave this opportunity to Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
and not me crime for senke bia ye bo mu din a because of my former aspirant in Team Kebia, you be more maba stage no no more we keke kro mo nkasa.
Mr. Nkum, you see, there be a me catch you say who say MPP ni ye enema diabolic or ya de bi de sisi ni nua na ye party mo activities. There be a party na mo ade and this sisi. These are people that contributed huge sums of money to sponsor these programs. It is a party cry and kamu muna mose mo pay unity na. And the first thing anke so mo yempo ni say. Now, Mupro, we know who the aspirants are. Because if the party doesn't know, I come from committee. Then I never so North, Mr. Ayawaso, North election. They called all the aspirants, the prospective aspirants to a meeting. And Honorable was there, Honorable Denimo, all the people, including Dr. Bamia, all of them were there. And Anka Saturday, you could have called all these people, led by the national chairman and the general secretary. Mun call round on the tarmac. To signal something to the party and the rest of the world. They say, yes, we have our individual differences, but we are together as a party.
Especially time at conference,
yes.
Because
Dr. Bamia
at least we are all together. Yeah, people
at least for the optics. Even if it's not like that, Yamfa crop John say okay, yeah, they dada or four say we together. Because time at Dr. Bamia you see anka all the prospective aspirants could be the same.
Nkomunyina meka ho, no munyina enante. Ni ehu se mo dwene ne ho na na enamo.
Misanku mpanifo bu be se abo ahweawa wo so obeda ne kisia ye de ne bia na che no kisia de obeti na ba obi ane de se de tie ne sa na tie wuntumi nsesa no so ni se de kisia ne bia tie ana hwe aso bi different it is also that no who kisia na na mba no nye kisia bia ni enti obetimi achew. How can you just transport it from Sisifia to Yesu wedding in 6 months and you want everybody to believe say yes, that is it? I am telling you, you see MPP baby ye dru no say no any enioma akoso from December to this time around is just 6 months. Now if a government in power will see election now in 6 months you think say you are magician until baby are okay be you see what that we are saying is say party no upeu emunjo said you be adwen ye no party no enema bebre akoso MPP mu e say opese when energize base na wo kwan afa so aye den wo ye no say MPP taking time and at this conference almost starting from constituency conference, regional conference, on the bar national conference here anka ebe ginger base na
yes
you see say let any pair to about presidential candidate no among bar Lagos Sports Stadium no they are less than 1% of total number of people on Betwala a presidential candidate. It is so cool that down one kwajin said sankofo a omo beto abai omo ba conference. I'm telling you say about best 98-99% eto aba in the 2024 general elections. There are not people among people lose election no. That is what everybody has to know. Omo ba a constituency executive committee and regional executive committee. And all constituency executives by all regional executives by these people on election day will never sit at home say yes waba. Constituency chairman ben say me MPP ni 7 December so amen ko to aba. And our regional chairman ben mo kra na mo handle election no constituency. So I can tell you some mo ba Accra Sports Stadium Lagos Sports Stadium. Majority of them and yet the reason why MPP lose the general election.
Yes.
That 2.1 million Ghanaians that didn't turn up to vote, you know. Almost necessary to show me.
I'm crowd your man maybe cry.
And he said, "Opeso ginger party now. You don't come and ginger it at University of Ghana. And then you ginger bezo. Eyade ana ye friend na ade ba kwa me time pa wo conference room nyina ye the nature ye dey amendment no minim how MPP for they see amendment to a constitution any how omo ede sa power ni nyina aiden ahye committee na ye de mo no chairman nsem enti se si ase obi executive in the party and Mr. Nkum, I am telling you say or share na se crossroads constitution na se on pair obetimi asesa no no be you conference at their stamp here there. What I say? Because say if we amendments now say you are only using voice votes. Now voice vote in crown chairman they decided to say is the ayes or is the nays. What I say? So if the ayes are not having it and the chairman say the ayes have it, it is gone. And to say your motions general secretary circulative we are. It's a done deal. And two motions now you're shooting it down and it was expected.
All right. Memra Tabia Takum and amino edi hu enkomo. Tabia Takum eye edrunga waswa emema eboyen papa no krane se we bema wo hwe ewiase adwenwene baabia ebinom abeyema economy akwakwo gina wa Ghana ha debia na wo dwene and the only thing abeboa ma bema watimi agina onanso am wani gie ye wo wiase won sa timi aka na ohu kani nsusu anya na nigye no eye Tabia Takum eno ye dura no krani wode wani kire baabia ye to nduro bia won sa betimi aka bie Tabia Takum ye wo nduro no ewo ye wo bi o bottles ye wo bi o sachets kama ye de ewo ene nnubina ane ye de aye enti se wunya bi na no no ma be ma eboa ma intini no emoje di afrisane ye ewom enti intini no mu da ho na ma be ma atimi abo adwuma ye abo se dia obi ebetimi age so ma ne ma koye abusua baabia ye to aduro bi ado ani cha nsa betimi aka bi na se open dodo atuo aton de freyen na yenin komo ewo 0243 686861 0243 686861 na fe one Tabia Takum mpenifo ending komo abet me mouse ma be miensa na fe wrap up na yen sorry enko sanse ne so well nim say eja no so nyasem keto akra
enti the American say o hwe amendments 2 a and go through na enkofo na baaye no e ba conference no na sa amendment no enkoma omo. That is why you heard that shout no, because one motion number 17 or say amend article 7/30 of the Constitution to provide that the regional executive committee shall appoint persons other than polling station, electoral area and constituency officers to supervise polling station and electoral area elections. You know why the people didn't accept it? Come accept it, say penka constituency executive mutiate.
Come to me be
yes, because anka chema won to me mu kofa nipa e do ma ko various polling stations akọ create abom. Enti wo hwe wa ye constituency chairman na ye stubborn na okra nipa nyina omuni abom num. And currently, any regional executive committee, and the supervisory police stations, and they don't have total control at the constituency level. And this time, regional executives, spearheaded by the various regional chairmen, diabolic minds, about 14 of the 16 regional chairmen, and on this proposal, we almost actually saying, Kayama, appointing for na koye sa adwuma we. Constituency executives no say no your regional committee no ekwan a ebe high enti no e no mo shoot ade ne down again article motion 54 no almost shooting it down talks about the age limit for youth organizers currently 40 and below no they were going to reduce it to 35 and below of which a lot of youth organizers so atwamu was age ya omo so omo je tumu pen so be affect omo ntumi contest because people are lazy their able to contest for youth organizer position and omo so no they have to go behind the people and use them. These are the two now we sha na against executives na ga so omo buy na omo ka say no we ye tumu be high. That is why it didn't go through. But Mr. Nkum answer na me sorry no. Let me say this. se MPP empenimfo a omudi party na anim no se oma anye careful a so oma anye careful a party we omo pe je animguase am omo ho because edu ba bi na se o penny wo party mu na se ye de enema hye won sa na se all the time ye wo ho se oh okay me dey say me person me ye no ana me ye no because of your parochial or personal interest ubo so be wie adwuma na wo ye no na wa create more damage than even before na said the MPP didn't you see me dream one minute as MPP fear by mu 1 year mayo why is everybody trying to paint the party and the previous officials and they say I said all is well and you know at once na near be asibiano you forget it you fanko we see there can never be peace without justice. Say oh yeah near more party num na say oh yeah wadwen say wona oh yeah executive that day etini obey say the opa emra no wo hye wie na say wo kwa foforo no mbeba no they can also use it against you. Na say yenim national executives bi omo ye omo adwen say nka omo nrane bi but all of a sudden top to down approach in ba yepe omso mbekọ because omo nim so mbenya chine bi mana kata omso na no kwa be go many mas I'm telling you say hwe enti make me say obia onye happy with whatever happened Saturday no you see men no worry too much ebrene so a yantu missing crofo ye omo ba delegate omo ba conference no enipa na ma beto abanhwe if we are even adding police station for kwedo omo ka ho we have over 44,000 police station executives what are 44,000 police stations if you are adding 2 per police station we are talking about 88,000 yeah the former MPs former ministers former DCs omo nyina ba be kan now you see sankofo ni nyina no kom bomu a uhia stadium we be se oha na do magum enti no enkofo buy no amundru even 2% of enkofo I expect some beto aba in the presidential primaries no but the say nyina esi ehu nso ne say unu nua ya de na say one corner enua dokwa so a emma enye sede enipa expect say ade no ebekoso enti eyade a very 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 disappointing say they don't see anything wrong with what have happened but me the misankum de meka na me dey sorry ne say Chairman Bute General Secretary na Nabinum omo yehu om say omo more out omo ye adwuma especially na Nabi they should be very careful because they can never change a nipa onyame awodeni ne said the next election obewini na say one more branch so here ebeduru baby no animguase ana be free office eno ano no Mr. Medas ma menna wase Albert Asumani the political czar na mene no awie mene yenua Ernest Kofi Owusubempa ebetena se na afa yetimi edi enkomo na enne wonim se makacho se obetimi edo messages na afa comment ahodo no ede aba ko Facebook ene 2TV GH saso na mo amwo YouTube enso so na ene 2TV GH afa fa o messages no fa hofa bra ye beje bre na yetimi akan ede amaw WhatsApp messages no so betimi ede afa 0240 550899 0240 550899 na fe yentimi enje bre kenkama ebrebe mu a yebesan bie phone lines na baby a onso wo ehwe yen etie yen no watimi ede onkomo ede ababeta adwumedie na chi na fe yatoa so akọ yenim ye fra me Mr. Income ma mentwa me homra me ba me ne Ernest Owusubempa etena se na fe yedi enkomo sinupen ye kan se ne a etie This is the party as a second of one who said coach what they were holding you bring the party back to power.
Cinepain.
It's a symbol how work no year where back on your tree, but open one.
Cinepain.
IGP Fufra, but the master me jai monda. We send us still. Me babo school ne ubi akade. Uma amiko chitu. Amin chitu.
Me kwa montia. Ghana for catchers also been pay. Kwa catcher on growth on say. Mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brother beto abama. Ba better radio so na me car. Mosi ma suspend me. What be that?
Cinepain.
I am communicating. Job na mo de ma me say communication director. Ya kwa election ye lose. And a Ghana for communicating to deputy communication director on your grassroots person. Almost a catcher or party for no. And I'm communicating. I am communicating. Am I not communicating?
Cinepain.
One of these cano. Omo no. Omo the same na man. Never say no.
Cinepain.
Dear Mr. Speaker, watra ehye watra mra no. Mra no ma no tumi ma ne nya dia waye. Enu ntina ye twe na dwen agina so say onhwe mra no no an bi tere bi say mra ne dia baby of fire in dia wati. Nti ye correct ne ye.
Cinepain.
Yes, I so who say as a person come minority no ye kasa bo ahye ye.
Cinepain.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Cinepain.
And no thing say if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. What is true? And I'm young, and I'm also move change bibi, but then I move changing Munchray and Bonnie at the end. Munchray and Susan Swa at the end of the Abba.
Right, welcome back. Eblason say yene Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah edin komo e wo Cinepain Media eso makacho say and then a raise to the power 30,000 enti ye wo sro ye ko ye free sro ade aba fom enkakra ena ye de ebeko awieye waya krado ya oguso watworo saa na nne de enya sem ketwa kra wo ba bia wo de ebefa no mia me ho kura adwiri me Kofi boko de nyame adom me ho ye na won so wo ba no efie tesen bibia e kama o papa Kennedy ohine Agyapong ne ho ye
nyame ne yadini ye ne ho ye pa is in good spirit na yedi kan mefa akonya isu no machia watifo ne wahwefo na makase onyame ene yadini ye bibia ye bia no nyame e kan na you say nkundie bedia na said ye be bae be hwe the way amoye mo analysis ni ade no na be hwe a bitunu say nye yenkwana ehu de course wo na momu no ye de be ka say a part of life, and if you go through a struggle to become a good leader. Kennedy as at now he's in good spirits, so everything is fine. Yeah,
all right, and that is Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah, popularly known as Aboa Apapon, or no, or your politics, or your politician, now or sanso a football. Into your non nisika de a doors of papa. Makacho said for o messages I hold on fafa 0240 550899 nafe yentimin kenkan emfa emana enne me message the queen of message Sabata we afi enne ne birthday enti wa odo message bebe bia no esese odo gift enso so eka ho na Sabata nya ho de eredi ni nyina kama Ernest Kofi Owusu-Bempah tenasi minim se osore a Sabata we afi ne birthday gift no ne nsabetimi aka ama bibia aye kama enti Sanya Kofi acha no se ne papa Kennedy ohine Agyapong he's in good spirit ne ho ye bibia ejina ne nanso na ogidie mapase delegate no ebe kai no now ma mensa mra ho na mimbusa your general overview of the whole thing delegate conference near a course on Saturday atmosphere said the tie kwan papa fa so wure mu enhyehyɛ koye motion se bae de botugu ye ne ne agitumu ni nyina no keka bomu a de na wo ka kire yen e wo
yedi kan make us generally the whole congress, you know, the spontaneous here as a party for be shame. Na ye jumani di juma se party for be a course. I'ma share the atmosphere. Be a party ni be a so ba. Na ye the pesi be a
but ma men komra na omo enhwe mo hwe Kofi microphone no emame na ye ntoa so enko yenim enti oguso ene kasa about the general overview near a course or Saturday, that is National Delegates Conference, no near a course on a course from a bonny a boy and from a papa a boy any idea in a Hong Kong and a Yegusua ye meaning say utie ewo on Man FM so ewan crampum primantemo 107.1 udru Asante mantemo bronia hafo mantemo ene de keke ka ho a eno so so utie yen ewo ash 101.1 FM and then all time ekan ho ewo NAP radio 90.1 ewo asinfo so precisely infimfini mantemo eno no afese de ani chemu ewo UK memu a sources radio Amansan radio sources radio and then Amansan radio afese do Donald Trump kromo honso so Jerry's TV and afe Kings Jesse radio womo ena asoya eguso eho ena wutie dwumedie live and colored ya ye toaso na afe yakọ yenim eho yene Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa an yatena se a ye di enkomo maka tro se emrepem ye bema kwan na afe onso watimi de wode aba beka ho emrepem ye bema kwan na afe onso waba o message ye bekan afe enu na chi no maka tro se wobetimi nso so afre emrepem na afe onso watimi de aba that is whereby many menua Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa ye de abawie ye na afe onso betimi aba na ya toaso akọ yenim me de Kofi Inkum from Mr. Inkum na afe ye toaso enko yenim Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa en watena se ewa so Kofi na wanu gu asem so ana woka
enti de make can say generally no said the delegates as ye be share party for be share na yetimi to adwene na ye dwene party no ho de uhu say spontaneously no party for by baby abinum free by ne ya chichiri ne benche bi bedru ye bi nso ama omo ese omo ban so omo ba bedru so omo ama until we had a fraction of said na menuane kano a fraction of less than 10% of the total delegates as omo koto aba and they be pm wo Legon Stadium
yeah
na ye shase no say ohu atmosphere na immediately I drew on who say red flags be break koso the way a manner certain candidates are being perceived, the way a manner candidate Agyapong, I was with him when we entered and it took us almost about 30 minutes and son I allow him with protocol excuse and all that kind of co-meaning. This is 30 minutes there before we got in there. Now remember so on the right time. Now you now the whole thing is like he's being ridiculed in the eyes of everybody. Say yeah money meanwhile so everything has been paid for Sebi. Papa you 4 million Ghana cedis. Yeah ni tua. Ena anajo ebinu mu ba ebe frefre say sika na so di be ka ho ni adi ni sika o dole out to the party. Na Sebi party near was spending the sika from time immemorial and I'll go through a new man candidate Agyapong ayama party me you privy to it. And you'll be say me I was a living witness. Living witness to some of the things. Na nyoma we nyina na Sebi the patriotism why ye dia boa new patriotic party everything that they talk about Kennedy Agyapong why ye nyina no a almost say na ne kasa nye one nyina no emotionally to address injustices within the MPP party just to make sure that the right things are done within the party when the kofa we nyina ba obi ade kwan of us we ne nyoma
yes
na akofa nsema ba na me ne me masa woni we ne kasa mba be kanu mo amosori anoma sori anopa ko ka cheke ne Agyapong na Owusu party TV so manu tone down wan no munya sa nyoma no me ne nante nya ne o enya mu na wo be ka ko ka asema kire no sese ni sese sa de no wanya ya wo ka we akromitu di ameba be bodi wo radio so abodi me pesa de no I don't like that nobody anya den na mebeka say TV so radio so what they are saying to you to fear now so person contribute to Agyapong yeah come out and let everybody know what you can do. Don't sit somewhere the credibility na beto so and kasa o person who are passionate about the man and you believe in him come out and be a man. Ghana no na de kwatazumo mu azu na nsem sa na ma won't tolerate that again. Ye ni abre o what? Ye ni abre. It mean ya said ye make ba besi so no. Na o hwe nyoma e course so it took Kudus and his men to be able to maneuver their way through to get everybody inside it. Share the body language, everything was being botched. Say me use the word botched for everybody to see say the na caution right from the word go. Now share the entrance Kennedy deba need the baburu no budget so banana just fifi wona say senior man. What they are saying now, you know, he has a man bar in a normal way, say, or bar because or the film or the baby reward, and ya dear beboa. Now, you better say, now share a new my course atmosphere in Nana. So, what you can be, you saw it yourself. Now, you see, ye shed the course wing now you shed the way, and you must see course so say. We were told to say all the aspirants ye be mo makasa.
Exactly.
Minya that you know ama we have grano na or prepare the speech grana bi nu so obekasa extempo enum ne ade aye nyina enim say obekasa at least to have a word or say ya bi twum ne expect so obekasa yenim say Brian Champo obekasa yenim say all the at least they should come out there call all the aspirants, ladies and gentlemen, all these prospective aspirants, people, they all want to come out there and also showcase their or say in solidarity, you know, they would all come to the stage and wave at least to the crowd for everybody to know, say something like that. Dr. Bawumia, everybody, Nanka, when you don't need a rocket scientist to tell you. Now, a bra, oh, now share the way you pushy, says police phobia, no more kasana, just say, yeah, money, muram crown waba.
Any police phone Casas.
They say, yeah, money, muram, not a video now, one. Yeah, money, muram crown waba. It took 30 minutes. The boys had to force their way to get him inside there. Babi wa share Dr. Bawumia bra o babe uramu.
Asama wo kan ya no na that TV.
Yes, I was part of it. No be say. I was part of it. Look at the way they harass Agyapong and entourage. Look at the way they dealt with it.
Enti ade na ekoso
unity.
Inside
unity. This is how we are better wade. And penifo kukuda momo Ghana ha. Omo di politics e che statesman. Omo friend, God is my witness. Na some peni ba ko ka kire me no. I was shocked dem me come as we kai me. Yes I be rebefi.
Mekao.
Now share the ekoso here. Now they compare Bawumia, Dr. Bawumia Beba inside, you know, how he was ushered into the place. We judge it for ourselves at Ghana. Yes, we look for the tapes of how Dr. Bawumia entered. A quiet fast why a man Dr. Bawumia uremu. Quiet. Now for compare honorable Kennedy Agyapong quiet fast why a man uremu. SS Anamoye. Now to journalists we so just say be kire mo.
Now so
me na me kire say
nya abotre.
Na me na me kire mo. Producer say mu try Dr. Bawumia entrance. Put it there, let people see it. What kind of journalism are you people doing here? Put that one there. They say put they will show it. They show it. One yes, I know. Be a metal. Okay.
Nyabotre aha no nso. Ni ameche ne say we na wo kan ho asem enti na omode atoso. Wudru ba bia wo kan.
Me say no favor o miade no o ba no. O fa kan we. Omde na mo compare na mo de betoso. Na obi ankase ma betra ha. Me no mi obi abetra ha na e di atro.
Mate wase.
Ye be say transparency adwuma ni bibia ye be kan bia. Transparency adwuma.
Mate wase omde.
Over mu no everybody saw how smooth everything happened, and compare that to Kennedy Agyapong entering the premises. When it took us 30 minutes to enter. 30 minutes. Squeezing their way through. Kennedy Agyapong out of and at that day, and the course I was with him. Now the way I see a bupapan. Some so nyabotre. Some so onibufun tentem. Nyamwa na music Kennedy Agyapong or you be a only emotional intelligence. Nyamwa na moka. Muna muso only leadership qualities. They see hoy. Said the man has that kind of patience to lead a group of people.
And so Bertrand quietly
he waited. A telephone be to me and now a bufu and a caution the atmosphere and a caution and telephone be blanchman almost sorry call. I don't want to mention names. Baby sorry call. The other caution no time. Now I don't care who because as you kind of cry my own. So one can as a political party say I can't say we are going into an election. We going into an election. Election first time in our political history. Defeat I defeat way in Ghana's political fourth republic 1992. Your rejection rate, total rejection rate, those people we are dealing with, they believe in data. So I have to deal with them with data.
And so there's a
total rejection. What I say? I call election. I'm telling you, total rejection rate of our candidate is 71% rejection rate. 71% to rejection rate of our candidate. 2.1 million MPP supporters to Obama akufo-addo per the statistics didn't vote for us because men are support any new maybe or and no findings approve actually say your core party base are not happy with the party direction. And unti a party setting in Uja Mahama ni vote only 100,000 about 100,000 a better so 2.1 million beka ho enanka ye ho kakra bia anka win elections. So I didn't fear your problem will fear fundamentally we need to deal with it. 6 months after the elections you who dey cause nyina mistakes they call elections ni akogina simpie so ye wo sisifia ni bi ni e pagya one candidate ni e ka ni e project enioma e koso na enye honorable Kennedy Agyapong came out and made it bold. We are going back and repeating the same mistakes. And I'll come back to the mistakes. The person may redraw now for whom may retreat now for whom what I want to talk about. The same mistakes. You say MYA. Ghana for the buffo ekoto aba. Eti aye. Ema party for no abi. Bebre yankwankoto. Me say I've met different kinds of people from different walks of life. Ozubepa sanyoma we amuye yentini yankoto aba o. Hiye ye time. The more ye na mo pese mo favor one person wo party ni mo no. Ye time. Me say women top women or more Bantuma constituency. Men are make catch and you should be say almost vows of MPP for to about that until the right thing is done. Your uncrophobia they are key people in Ashanti region or Matiada. They were the architects of Ashanti region. Say yes, Mabunu Sore Mrabonti and Metuaba. Metuama one gentleman. And then was a Boris B. Or a branch of your friend of Boris B. Mumusa MPP for more Ashanti region say, and then Boris B. who didn't cover frontline Ghanaian politics, frontline Ashanti politics. A branch of sorry say, sa vigilante fo ya wo kan masem say emrante a edo mu di party anim no Boris B na start o problem so na bo kele di Agyapong ene Boris B wo sa abufuo nkitenkete matiaw mayesei empanimfuo bi wo ho a enei si ekopetumi a because of certain things ekoso yo mo bufu me say no a me say top hierarchy big man a what di party nanimu aye pani pa waye nyoma bebi omo ye miensa obi afre me the same language osu bempade na mo ye mo hui Ghana for hwemu dia mo ye Ghana for hwemu and this is the message. God is my witness. Maybe control Ghana for hwemu now. What kind of a message are you sending to the ordinary people out there? Yako election ama these bruises baby ayakodu hwe baby aye free ayeba na hwe problem a Ghana for eye ye hu ye Ghana for yama say ye bema Ghana for who say we have realized our mistakes and we're coming back as a united political party with a common agenda. We are doing worse. Should you see it means that overwhelming endorsement of one candidate for the optics, you know, yen showcase say asumesi ye popular eche asumesi ni ewe kwaya fa so na okra wo no nu atifie na wo maame a oye wo maame owo free one year funu mu ye mienu asemiensa na da onyaduane ano de watibi akwhye mpaase de ama ba ko bi adi da no yesa wo de Ghana for fellow Ghanaians. How would you feel? You will see your mother as an evil person.
Exactly.
Esa kunsu ni wantwi ebeba no emwaye. Hey, what is going on here? Inkum. Na me de me hu no ho no. Ana nu ama me kai George Wells Animal Farm. What kind of book no da?
What kind me kwa hwe no makan.
The animals started fighting a common goal. And the common goal was to kick out Farmer Jones from the farm and make sure that they will all be independent and be okay. When they realized how much they achieved that goal, later on, they started pitching on favoritism. Some animals are more equal than others. Some animals like Snowball, Napoleon, and the other pigs decided to wine and dine in a place that other animals cannot go there. They started doing things that it favors other animals more than the others. Some animals were even trying to talk, say some animals are more equal than others. Meanwhile, that was not the agenda before. What are we doing to ourselves? Did you leadership? Say a achieve leadership. And your man kitty dimuntintima who say leadership. Nyoma bi aye no enkoyi aye ankasa no aye kope tumi afri Ghana for no. Yes you say dey ne ya enkoyi a yen ye fu say ye ya ese ye yi ana me bwa
because motena ho saa 2024 ena mo niam ahwe agui nti sese no e wo se mo kase mo nyina mo pani ye dia.
And then ohwemu one of the key aspects are very dangerous ah ye hwe ni and say ye party you take feedbacks. Bad aspect of leadership no say you take feedback.
San one party.
You take feedback. We will know what the ordinary people are telling us, and that is what I've always been emphasizing on. Feedbacks, very important. How do you listen to Yakotwa Bama MPP candidate? You and I say Yakwa Ghana president. Monkana ninti MPP for meka ubi ye kwa koyi Ghana president anase ye kwa koyi MPP presidential candidate. If that is it, we are cool. If that we want to go and elect a presidential candidate, ya force a choose a leader. See a dene bread Ghana for ye kana Ghana fontie. And then if we want a leader or no Ghana for no ebegina to miakase, we want MPP to choose a leader that can become the president of Ghana, that the people will accept.
Which is your core mandate as political party?
No.
So we need political power.
Let me tell you one thing. Let me tell you. Mama can't say me for me. Say me a political strategy to take it or leave it. Any leader be all Ghana, I know who we are seeing. Our person we a leader. I want go through a political struggle. You can never be a leader. That's why Dr. Bobia is fumbling.
Who's in the pain?
Yes. It's simple. Agyapong went through a political. Let me tell you, Kwame Nkrumah, before he became a leader in this country, he was imprisoned. He was chastised. He went through a political struggle from UGCC to metamorphose into CPP and all these political struggle. He was arrested and thrown into jail.
No correct.
Nelson Mandela, go and check his track records before he became a leader. Political struggle. If you don't go through a political struggle, you can never be a leader. Simple. Bobo leaders on my Ghana on my bedi on my tsunami show. Jerry John Rawlings. He was arrested, stick in jail. He was released. He came back and he left and became a leader. Political struggle.
Kufuor.
Jerry Kufuor. He went through a whole struggle. Nana Dodanko Akufo-addo. From freedom fighter to Kumipreko to where before he went to exile and he came back.
Yes.
Political struggle.
Kufuor Koje 1 year.
Muncheme. I'm teaching people. That brings that kind of connection with the ordinary people. I'm telling you. Kennedy Agyapong, he's been with the trenches with the ordinary people from day one. Political struggle.
Yes.
He's been through the mill. You cannot toil with the ordinary people. Say you choose leader. The leader must be spontaneously connect with the ordinary people. So on connecting with the ordinary people, obey the day with your bonapada. Na share the tarda. Na mani nya kama kis no wevu no nya catwalk on komra. If the leadership doesn't reflect with the ordinary people, they will reject him.
Who's in the pain?
MPP, let's be one. So we are not choosing a presidential candidate who can speak well. We are not choosing a leader who is humble or whatever. But leadership, art. Ghana, your president, your historical presidents, and we should go back and check. So much leadership. If you don't go through a political struggle, you cannot lead. Dr. Bawumia has not been through a political struggle. What struggle has he been through?
When you're not called after 2020,
he was handpicked into a political limelight. Handpicked. He didn't go through a struggle. All the leaders, Amabubo with the Kwame Nkrumah went through a political struggle. Jerry John Rawlings, political struggle. Sometimes leaders, you pick you on handpicking. Look at their performances.
all right mene NS Kofi Osman na mene no edi na enkomo no mu ayehye emu ayedan kasa ose president a omapa Ghana ha nyina no none of them and on go through political struggles and salo the be president.
No, even to be a great leader or to be a leader, leadership is an art. Go to the Bible. Joseph, he went through a political struggle before he was picked. Where he won't be obey on obey Israel and him.
Dr. Bawumia
David went through a political struggle. Look at where you came from. in leadership, if you don't go through a political struggle, you can never lead. Tiyan check it. Yanyoma ye ni etwa nyoma. Wo de fato nsanyani. Leadership aba Ghana nyina akwa o ma ba no de from time immemorial to now. And check.
Makachro say.
Me say Dr. Bawumia. Kenye akufo-addo ne peke no e de ne baaye e de ne be leading so obey no running mate. People even rose against it. People even stop say they won't allow him because he was not a card bearer member according to Agyapong. So omokoje card don be ye e mo be ye here. Apart from that, the akufo-addo ushered him into he masqueraded on the back of a akufo-addo into political limelight. He masqueraded on the back of a akufo-addo into a political limelight. Now we have three figures. These leaders came on their own and they emerged. Every leadership in the world, the Bian leaders only emerging. They don't masquerade on people's back. They don't. MPP, Muminti Assembly. Yes, sir. A bedroom baby no. This generation, you build leadership no. Young ones, you know, their money is dangerous for the party. Say they will move. And I'm kind of my baby say NDC is preparing their party to a level. The party MPP will not be attractive to the young ones coming because the psyche is different. And the Gen Z is 19 to 29. They think differently. And they will be to catch them say, and NDC will be free baby. John Jumel will buy and minister. You see the leadership they are watching. What I say? So the little struggle, no, and I make about Mahama rewarding loyalty. Young one be at one, you want to also fight and struggle within the political party, the political space. You may be at them, obey to make sure that in the near future they will be rewarded.
I know there's a party in this.
Mami Chawadi, Kennedy Agyapong sacrifices that the man has made for this party. The sacrifice, the selflessness, why and in Yoma why are the Oputo or Chiniso Dibum. Eti bede na ye ni sumina so. Na ye bede unim bede.
Minim bede pa.
Bede ni de.
Oh bede ya nwene de so abanche ne bode e wafu.
De ti de ka se bede na ye ni sumina so.
Chese ye de ne so na ma ne fiafu mba fie wi ane akoto na twe bola so.
Fantastic. Priority abna priority a unim priority a. Priority abna. Ne sunu na wi ni. Ya de prior ya de be nyina tietia de twetwe adwa ne ato atwene mantwe a. Ye hwe yi. We are building a dangerous path that will the youth no young ones na mudi party na chi no mu na ese muhwe nyansa say this is direction is dangerous and we need to make sure say you be shine your eyes makani o mami esan one are we choosing a leader your political party no fanfare bi ne pese ye choose leader e bi obey advocates no why press conferences no akeka nsem na why opposition leader na ko yi ana say ye Bruce ayete wa ye nim say MPP is the only political party that can change the fortunes of this Ghanaian your future in youth no you are talking about jobs, we are talking about infrastructure, we are talking about development, we are talking about changes. And no name Madam Fubinam, Moto George Walker Bush with back in the day. Look at George Walker Bush now free a Tetekwashi ko Abekala pass, it can take you about 7 hours. And then J. Akufo-addo MPP, all the interventions, developmental interventions now MPP, about power, yet with the drastic changes, about East Legon free. Sprinters you to crossroads now MPP Accra Kumasi dual carriage name them social intervention policies ben now say you opposition you di o minor bro and we allow this to go on and on and on and on and you feel say ignoring our party folks and making sure say the right choices of leadership bema omo are attractive to the ordinary Ghanaian. Na Ghana for to Obama yeno. We are making mistakes. And thinking say that will be in our favor. Say individual selfish parochial interest in Tino. Ebegu enyehwe.
We are sure say begu ngu na yeko.
Na de ekosui. Papa na question obusa me or ye penny or ye council of elder. Penny a wa fighting for this party. FM kaso uzu bempa de mo ye mo huni. Mo petumi. Ananse mo pedien. Leadership enye joke. Leadership eye say Ghana for medical culture say Ghana for bu afu MPP. Ghana for eye say me with the right way to use. Would not go to every average corner and listen to their reaction to MPP.
Ghana for bu afu MPP for.
Na de ye kura no ye self fu omobo. People see us say we are not serious that we want power. If you really want power, is that the way to go? Choice of leadership, I say, BBI level playing field. Now, Obia Junior, clean up. Then prevent here say, Aka, Yama Dr. Baumia call rounder, all to everybody, you know. All the prospective aspirants should join hands with the flag bearer so that we can go around and shake to the wave to the
Answer.
That be what
Answer.
Na yenim say diabolics when na die kwana NDC for their fire the Juada than nada. Yenye careful. Media who be by train you who sing and you didn't say machine. Mimi media be atemwa. Yes, no crash on my baby now do sakuya onye bone. As you can crash here. Say, dear Kosono, we are rather deepening crisis within our party. Deepening crisis in our party. And I only yes, you are election about. Her results were by baby, I am free. I am back. Depending on I didn't call you. Candidate I didn't call you. You lose support or tell be a BC that Ghana Bako Semu 1992. A BC that. Some mistakes na na among for people fu ya or man kotwa ba say a favor way near ye say Emma will be cracked in the party. A prominent person within the party, whether he is wrong or right, he left the party. Alon Kojo Chamate left the MPP because of the same problems no more complaining about. Alon left.
Meboa. No crap.
Obekwa onko. Yemfano onko. Yebeye party. Ebi film ya beto be wan tiso mobiti social media kase Kennedy ya obe film no akọ. Okwa ye right party. Now you be a political party. You name say you elections 2.1 million for Christ's sake. Wow. Am I the only one who listening to myself, or is it am I the only one who think like that, or what? Maybe just you.
Wow, party ma 2.1 million say
71% rejection rate of your candidate. 71% rejection rate according to all the research and Electoral Commission report.
Principles amujina so to abama ni nyina ba kokra mbem.
Can be
Still.
Now say yaba 6 months after the elections. Yes, I crowd the dawn. The same mistakes, the same agenda. You pushy. Say, regardless of anybody's view, who will be control you crana, who be you tolerate you. You be projecting one person.
Omo ayeka say ukodwa mienu ana hu ne ba no ne omo nya adwene.
Edwa mienu ne dey.
Eze ukodwa mienu a na hunu edwemu asem.
Edwa ne
se kofo susu se yemfa Dr. Baumia nsan kobiem na Ghana for.
Whether or say almost believe in data, right? They believe in data, so they should check. Dr. Baumia had 71% rejection rate in Ghana. Rejection rate have really gone down to the ordinary people to find out what actually went wrong. Have we? yenim
Enyana makoko report de abai.
2 report about me hu de woman. Number 2, the reason why we brought the candidate, and I'll repeat again, and I'll repeat for fellow delegates to know, was that Papa Zongo community there, we have a walkover. We are going to win the Zongos and win over everybody there. Then we go into an election. Then only Winiba Zongo. You lose all the Zongo community. Akufo-addo will be a Zongo development fund. You are a lot. The first time I am a presidential candidate, or a Muslim, Odi and Nimdia Kosa, a BC MPP, a can party, Tia Kofa candidate, or a Muslim, or bet vote to a free NDC for Zongo controlled community areas. Now you are telling me, say, those data doesn't work, and so we should go back and do the same mistakes again? That data, it doesn't work. So we should go and present the same. The Zongo people rejected their own. They rejected him. Mewa. There be ONC. Data na be adwuma, maybe obi atem. Mini obi atem o, maybe obi atem. The statistics and the data states say they don't want him.
O sini pay so mo pay Dr. Bawo.
Madam Fukamudi bi ka kire me say, ayekoto aba ayekoto ya. O see stage no so no say Yesu adi nkunim na Yesu adi nkunim wo yenkramufo so. That's what he was saying. I don't want to go there. You see nyuma omobo no obi na ka kire me, he said straight Muslim. That's what he told me.
Say be an American type of Muslim.
I don't have some make count here. Yeah, born nyumu no obi oye PR expert bia we are strategic bia you won't allow Dr. Baumia to enter the floor there with Yesu adi nkunim. Meanwhile, you want the other voters from the Muslim community to come and join us. So when you have the data in front of you, not data and say there's a total rejection of your candidate from the Muslim community. The reason why we brought him on board to come and lead the party, then you come out there, the man come back again after a boost election with the same message. Are you insulting the Muslim community? Only a key. Only a key. Only keeper.
Me busa sisasem na so what was so because we are deputy communications director for the MPP. Tina me busa no. Say on one platform discussions no and say Dr. Baumia Tamu coach okoye sign bi. Na sign na okoye ye no. Muslim for enye sa sign no.
Ene onu anasem say ne Benioma bebre wa waye in election na yesi enye Muslim fo ni bi engine tum se ezo okọ gina asori dem ba bi ne de ade egu ni ti so na ye nioma bi enioma bebre wo no ma
yesi sign now ye ni
so the American say all these things when they strategizing say some mistakes we won't do that mistakes again.
And I'm one national executive.
Oh, asma make can forget about national executive for moment. Me come as some tea, they make can ye pa. Et ye ko ye nimu no. What you say? Yesu adi nkunim. Sa. Gramophone tea ade no be. O meto aba me candidate no. Ebiu. Are we getting the message? Are we? Ya monsu ananka heden.
Kahwinsi.
Osabere ma ye anakema akola be bo no mrane kura mu de mu makana Agyapong ma bi mu ne transe mu ma bi twumu ma bi mu de mu ma osabere me ye okunimdifo okukodofo ne yabo atumpan na kokon ba bi anaide Yesu adi nkunim won kramuvo so sa uwi anu be kase tribal bigotry and religious bigotry. Who are we dealing with? Are we targeting only Christians or Muslims and all that? Why did we bring Dr. Baumia to become the flag bearer of the party? Is it not one of the selling points?
Exactly. So
selling points. Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Now.
One of the areas, you share a very key. A gun of war. Yeah. Now you say, say obi panimu pa o Ghana aka chem say Dr. Bawumia dena onye lectures ni biom. Economic lectures, they want to hear him. He should come and talk about the city. And the city no even da. Or besa be say biom say or the crowd will be chi or your man to me no be flag bearer or be chi city no the crowd na tumu ana obi ba.
Election the so jaya.
Asema make county as Ghanaians want a reassurance. There's a perception in their minds that they can't trust him. There's a perception out there. Do you want to go out there and make that mistake? Can we give a level playing field to everybody? Is he not the one who said that when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you? Exactly. Is he not the one? Or see Kennedy Agyapong kasa or kikaya and the Mayo Lusu. One of the major messenger Bawumia NDC for my Lusu election economy when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate, and I'm daring Miracle Abwaji and the people. One of the key or your top researcher of America, one of the institute was saying, why did your leader started running away from economic issues and talking about digital? One of the key areas, Dr. Bawumia's message of when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate, and when the D lose election.
But at that time, all cancer systems, no,
why is he not coming to justify it today? Why is he not coming out to talk about it today? Why is Dr. Bawumia not doing lectures? On my lectures, no can inconsistencies, a very key leadership. In art of leadership, flip flop. No. Nobody will take you serious. Nobody will take. The ratings of Dr. Bawumia in the entire population of Ghana. They see him as a flip-flop. Yes. They see him as a flip-flopper. Oh, let me give you 2 examples.
Go ahead.
One, you said about the economy. You burst into the Ghanaian political scene because of your the way you ultimately handle economy. Ni CD, ni exchange rate, right? Or Bakutu Hosisia no a year. The way or hitting on the economy. Then you are given a position, head of economic management team. We'll see when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. We were there and the city no tape raka a Ganija dollar. Mebwa. So was the fundamentals very weak at your time? When you were a leader and the head of the economic management team,
Satan there's an external force.
External force, be Ghana force. Now the fundamentals are weak. And on one so what Chisi did not lock in at the 2 honum. Then we go into an election. So when you're flip-flopper, you come and tell the Ghanaian people, say, this is it. I said this and I own up. Uti Bibisa. He's the same person who told us he's a Muslim. Now, Zongo community, any other areas in Ano, Dr. Bawumia Ba, Obewini Honya, or sister, a bar, you complement that to a vote. Mewa, said the military or Bebano, Northern region. Any Zongo community in Zongo Fonya Betuabaman. Mewa, you go your election. What happened? The data doesn't suggest that. Data ni Juma. Data no enkoye. Tika Dr. Bawumia ko a principal person kwa or believe who said the numbers ni Juma. Any data ni Juma. Can people flag by a contest bio?
Who seen the pain? Someone contest bio.
Oh, asema me kan tie. Wamaye who said the life nyina or the data na adwuma the life nyina or the principles and na adwuma till let's stand on the principles and judge say per the data Usi Zongo community, you sweep all the votes. Per the data, you came into the Ghanaian economic, Ghanaian political scene through economic back foot. And some okay, you know, fairly. Fundamentals are weak. Now the exchange rates are exposing you. Whatever you said. Ghana for already Musa leader and the FPL, obetime yet better than what the NDC is doing. And obey better than what J. Akufo did, one cedi to $1. Now you came into the political scene to improve upon the lives of the ordinary people. Obey as a vice president. Ye ma wa kwenya dia na otimi ye eno na nchen. 2. Ye share the principles of the buy. Zongo community were going to vote for you, your Muslim fellows were going to vote for you. It didn't happen. The data doesn't suggest that. You lost all the Zongo community. You here, northern region. 30 polling stations. Data says unya 0. 0. These are the data. Data near the Juma. 71% rejection rate. Dr. Bawumia, that is the data. 71% rejection rate. 2.1 million MPP core voters didn't vote for you. So these are the data. And you can believe in data on principle. Can you step down and say on principle, now me feel some a Muslim. The Muslim community will vote for me. My fellow Zongo people will vote for me. They didn't. I hold the data. Just said yeah. Also believe in the data. Or G2 immediately less than 24 hours. That principle should still hold. Then you need to Dr. Bawumia who believe on your principles. Because data no HSA, you cannot lead MPP. That is the data. You cannot lead the MPP. Total rejection of 71%. Professor Alberto Dubois, when you total rejection of 71%. As you listen, J. Akufo, the first time Okoye, when you total rejection of 71%. Nana Adodanko Akufo-Addo, when you 71% of total rejection. So when you talk about that one on principle or on data, Dr. Bawumia is speaking to you on data. Data the idea Juma. It doesn't say that. It doesn't. So on principle, what are you coming to do again that will convince the ordinary people say fellow delegates should vote for you again to come? Obviously, all stakes are saying say we need a new direction. We need a new direction.
All right, my main charming home run off a rebuilding. No, me bana wash me time no your dia me pekwa e betima tra ha the whole day. Yes. So, as a leader, I'm sure, sir, you know, say, MPP and practice say fascism. Only fascism. Papa bi oba Italy, near friend Mussolini. No. The oye nyina ne say, Okwani aibi adejibi o say Mussolini sampre Aragon. Muntie Mussolini sampre Aragon. As a leader, he's always right. Dr. Bawumia, don't allow yourself for people to portray you within the MPP as a Mussolini leader. You've never done any wrong. All the rest of everybody is wrong. Then you are always right, including your mentor, the political leader, or no bar into the political limelight. And the akufo-addo, you to be kase na policy be why akufo-addo there. Na nya wo na ode bae, but the right thing there, a banner say, yan ya Delegate, yan ya di drones bae dia, ni Agyapong. You're careful, because people are keenly watching. Ghanaians are watching. And I don't know who is your strategist. I don't know who is thinking for you in terms of political strategy. You are a very smart man, and there's no doubt about that. You are a very intelligent man, no doubt about that.
But sometimes in politics, when you lead a group of people and you hear voices coming from all angles, now when year answer the third time, you'll be heading towards a wrong direction that will lead you into a political obituary. So what I say, me, I have sat around a great leader, whether you minus 19 years. Mini bibi kura, mini bibi. So the man fan say, me kasa gibberish. I'm talking based on experience. Yen to me, yen leader, yen judge the mood of the ordinary people in the country. If you're a leader and you can't judge the mood, maybe Dr. Bawumia will go around secretly, leave all your advices, let people, independent people, do the research and get you the mood of the country. What do the Ghanaians want? Why? Enemy lose you over 2.1 million independent researchers. Let them come and tell you so that you understand the mood. What is the cocoa seller saying about me, Dr. Bawumia, in terms of the economy? What is the truck pusher? All come from me home. Cocoa seller no tibebino. They no all come from me home. You can understand in leadership, because so one feedback as a leader, you cannot understand what is going on. You bet me your clock the gun. Ni aduwa bejina eyi ni abajo so na nkrofo awevu ni odi ayemfa na say granted, God forbid, it will never happen, but I'm saying even if they voted for you, now we call elections, now Ghanaians reject you again. What is more embarrassing than that, than to know the real truth of what is happening? Tienye careful.
Na numunsuo komra na yen so because I was say yehunu now mo yin say mo ye rebuilding towards your values. How should things, I mean, be unfold? Ma men corner membra abusua makacho say ma o messages embra fa o message no fa 0240550899. Heart Builders Real Estate in Como and I'm a new AD. Heart Builders Real Estate ya jumeku aye ton sase. Bon modern say obeba na afi wa bepe asase asomdwe wo ho ato. Afi ye sanso ewo complete houses a ye ton. Baby awo bia no ne hia ne se ubetimi ne yen edi nkuta ho. Ye betimi aton bi ede amaw ya eniama beboa papa. Abusua ubetimi ape kira kwan ye wo eye Ashaman yene Kakito Divisional Police Station no ena edi enhwanimu frɛ na yeni nkomo ewo 0241665200 0241665200 and afi 0540226276 na afi on Heart Builders Real Estate eni nkomo ye from Mr. Income mene Ernest Kofi Ousubempa ena edin komo ewa ha Sabata wiafi enso so ewa ha messages ahodo no aba yenhwe na fe yemfa messages ni bi yemfa emra sane be ko ho no mamene o endi tabia takum ho enkomo tabia takum eyadura wo ye bema na anya bi ebeboa wo de hia ne se onsa beka bi na fe anwumre okofie no na wahase etafretafre ubeduru fie na bibia ayekama odi diwia na afi ugina dwuma so na oku anim na se won sabetimi aka bia bia yeto aduro bia wura ho a ubetimi enya tabia takum ne bi na wato na ebia na adwuma sem sane aye denti no opese otunu dodo so na afi oton a woni yen kasa ewo 0243 686861 0243 686861 na one tabia takum endi enkomo enche yebeko phone lines no so na fe yebedi nkomo ho but yebeko Sabata we afi ho na fe yetimi messages ahodoɔ na aba no yɛtimi akenkan ɛno nso na yɛatoa so akɔ yɛnim sabatel enye ready ma yɛntoa so na afei yɛnko yɛnim enso so ɛwɔ hɔ ɔbapa ɛte sɛ bibia bɔkɔ deɛ yɛsi ɛnɛ ɛyɛ wo birthday metete matete te sɛ ɛnɛ ɛyɛ wo birthday nti ugusu a wudi ugusu di okay yebe shira so yebe shira so ama bibia ayɛ kama why yebe toa so ma bibia ayɛ kama messages ahodoɔ na aba no ma mentwa me hombra na afei fa messages ahodoɔ no ebra maka kyerɛ sɛ and the power no raised to 33,000 na 33,000 dey just say emu ohye enti ye wo soro ane ye sane na America ye de sane from no enya asem keto akra Ernest Owusu Bempa abo apapo ane ye taabo ne mrane ono politics we dimu akotene ache waye politics ache e wo Ghana isan se ohwe ba bia wo hyase no so akra young guy ane wo hyase enne wanyini mu enti se o ka politics ho asem a ba bia watietia ene ba bia wa ba bedru no onim nia watietia so ya oka ho asem ede ekire yen enti se oti ba bi na afei se okasa na odidi atem obi ande obi atem ha enkomo a ye di no ha na data we no etese pane ye de war by force upo umpo ye de be wo esanse esese ye ho adwuma ye besiesie oman na ye ntena sema ye mfa nkontompo emetena oman so oman akonwa ye mfa nkontompo entena so oman akonwa ye de anibre oman akonwa ye de nokre oman akonwa ye de akukuduro na saa nneema ni nyina no se wo mfa mu a ye ma opportunity no on a silver platter ubehwe nneema ato agu ene yete ho no enti moma ye nte nneema ase na afei enipa wo mu go through the ranks a omo te nneema ase no ye ma wo mu akwanja no mo di party nanim na munja kodua ne nanabi mu nneema na omo ye no yete ho ama Franklin Kudwo krasem oka Owusu Bempa nim se what is ansem no say na say small boys ene di party nanim isanse nneema ekoso no airtime now mamenko studio B na afei sabatel enfa messages no emra na membra back to Owusu Bempa ne ntoa so enko yenim sabatel bibia bokọ de etiefo se no omo nte wo nka nti mebusa se birthday no gusu a wudi all right and ye behwe ne yedi ema bibia ye kama why nti fa messages no ema ye na ye ntoa so enko yenim. Okay, Sabatel, say o microphone no ma yen hwe o microphone nti ma membra back to Owusu Bempa na yen work on o microphone na yen to aso nko yanim. So Owusu Bempa na o kasa na o kasem na me catch us say o yonko Franklin Kudwo onte so kasa small boys na they say mu deep I
don't want to go there. Me come adwene me ntie de obi ka. O dey say me come adwene ana madwene no so no e kire say bi na de maka babisi amaka me ka kire ne say you see baby ye dru no we are not going to elect MPP presidential candidate within our ranks and file and even delegates omuguwe say me ka kire say nipa ekoto aba ne almost over 250,000 anamebwa nipa ba a stadium omo ye say
6,000
na 250,000 ekoto aba even 50,000 kwenti mama ho na ye say we leader na ye osa na ye say wo de agi nchie wo wiase nyina na fa kona fu say eno beboa mo wetima wini a it's up to you and number 2 ese by now no on principle de meka no senko de be ya adwuma on principle na de busa dan kwa the first research or the babontin the first research if he will be truthful to himself me am a good friend Musa Dankwa Paul Adumo chiri interview no owie ye odin analysis nyina ba ye card obeka nyina wie no or say it will be in the interest of Dr. Bawumia not to contest these elections. And then Musa Dankwa changing ano different. That was the first survey. Musa Dankwa the survey bi odbeba bonte first one na obi anka area obi anko kan no ono ade na de beba na the best. What happened? A chain na fe ya shevu ono baby ni aka bibidio media de make can say on principle or believe in numbers or believe on subject matter ni issues. It issues na ma presenting man. You came into the Ghanaian political limelight through economic acumen, an economic guru, somebody who can have the magic wand to change the face of the Ghanaian economy. You were given a position as a head of economic management team. Also, you know, baby. You told us, so when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate to expose you. Your statement is now hunting you. What is the principle? Where is the principle again? What are you coming to tell Ghanaians today? Say, you have now another opportunity to come and lead us. When you have virtually run away from the economy that we believe. And I never see a dinner chair and the Obiba JK Asemuna Mekana Fontiasia. Kropa Lions on the red A4 Koboba. Yet me Haley one person Obiba JK, Obiba JK, Obiba. You continue Kojana Park is Obiba JK Boke Fuikwa. Yet me say Kropa Lions to be 7. No Obiba JK, ye yanko Obiba JK, Obiba JK bed dribble or park in Ususia. Now no media analysis be by no more ye. Me say papa bi wo bantuma or ye council of elder. Or friend me no so uzu bempa. Me beto anasesem bi a kire otie ni ye. Na akwa waka ma party fuati. Anasesem nyina ne sen say ye nyina ye okokofuo. Ena kokofuo no ye de hwe ye busua na yakoso ayi nananom a na di koko. Ena ye nkrofo a ye no omuti kumase fie so makoto bus. Na bus no mato mo driver mo de koba na o soja ni no oja no oja ma na busuafo no mo atwia ena yenso ye kokko ase o yenso ase to bus ni bi de kokuma se ba na bus no driver ye de share ni sa ono wi ye no ne fa no akufo-addo ana akufo-addo etrest ya na chi no so de car no e de ebeko o de ebeko no ena o se o mpe mate bia se obi ba ena o de be mate no o de yakọ eti odi mate no ba ye no a ada me microphone no nyana o ti ase ena amanfo sha se mate we de yempe so de be ko no onka ya ho mate yi oni ka yi on efia on ti a ye nim ba bi o ena akufo-addo se chinchina sa mate we no de be ma na e de yakọ ka ye penifo ba mu ayemfu sinkonya e kae akufo-addo si no or the obi ba ene be ni mate ni si kwa so ene ye kwa na ka na bom na tire pa ni aso ye de banka kanka ye be du kon na akufo-addo so wabre yesi onu kra opeso okogina home enti no wo kope ba bi atena afedi ye si na potential drivers a o ba e wo abusuan mu we so obekọ we so de beko efo bi ba JK no a mun first year no mame na mia na mde beko mun first year no mame obi aka obi aso ntie na this year ye bufuo ye nua ba akokra de ono de o se ono no kwaku ala o so de onko no dan na chi na o so kokuma se ba ko ondi onjuru ba asiri bi mu no koye ene ye de yi ma no ye ma ka isu hwi sawam ne ye de kai ko sha mena mu se grim ebinum atikwa pai ebinum ani ahono ka de tie da baby we da ni ese e kofre ambulance aba na driver no bai empenifu atete bus ni mu no a yesi e kra driver e de e car foforo aba me e de akokuma se no na obi ba no ano ye mate na obagistia no a odi akohwe ase a ye prepra ono kra bruzu a animguase ato ye ne ye no o se ye nsan fa sia de man no nsan fa enkonkran papa ne si ozu bemba anka wo akasa baase wo befo o se wo anka befo baase na mpanifo bi na omote driver na chi no still la mu me first year ne mo obi ba jeke no fe enko ana papa nbu say say wo anka befo baase wo anka befo nku anka befo baase na buo mfini e dia ko sham na donko be mumo ama ye nkrofo e no mu ko race na di kan kura akoto party aba o mu besi akokumase afa ni e twa baase ba ko ahihye ni ye ni e dia ko na mu first year no ma mi bie ma sa begina ho se first year no ma no fe enko wo aka befo na no India ha aeroplane bi ko hwe ho a e na pilot no mpra no asori abasa betra eyi pilot echi se opeso ode mu ko eyi a wo ka befo India ha ya na eyi si ye plane crash aya ode ko she school da bi na nyame ani no ho afofie da se o sori baaya no obi kura hu no airport kura za akwa ne nam ho so obetwi player mirika obi betu no nya mirika ketwa mirika wo nko asema make tie nie mebo a ka ba ko trem se sa driver no fe company fo bi se ono a ne pese ye de no kontie ye beye bibia se fa no ko wo aka ba kofo new pilot for so oba na fe akuma toye the delegates me de mo nana no asemo kan ye na meka eti ye ko ani mu no ye wuru se ye to aba ama presidential candidate Ghana fo beto no president kufu akasa asem ni bi de ye to no a ye beto de Ghana fo gina tumu de Ghana fo ehia no maka kire mo aka ni biom se me nam form na ordinary people are telling us ozubempa mo de Kennedy Agyapong ba ye beko akoto aba. In fact, he will unify the whole party because he is an ordinary person who free the grassroots to foizwa mo ye de yedo mi omo no mo ase ono the polling station executives no the wars. Those are the people who see themselves in Kencity Agyapong. They see themselves in him. Now we are say, na ne kasanye. Sa ne kasanye. Enti Kencity Agyapong. All the fights are fighting within MPP. I must say, or can say. Mo pa mo go through one by one. Ni justify. Kaya de seko and the bedinechi. Seko munim seko ena kedi bedi nachi yanti kroma na injustices kokoso e o kroma no a mo name some of them obiari de o sikasa enu na ya na mebuo fu nkrofo bi se o mo so yo mo se ozubempa na o kasa na ototo ni sasa na kasa sana mtie tu ko ka cheke de Japan se me kasa sa ntidien. That is him. That is why I say let Ken be Ken. America sinim se Donald Trump sana o ya na nioma. And so the people in the greatest democracy in the world, almost all papa will say papa will be president. And dear no man fano. Because he say, what you say? The democracy I am building. We are choosing leaders. We are not choosing flag bearers. We are going to choose leadership, not flag bearers. We are not going to choose individuals. We are choosing a leader. Ghana for beton. Only myself, madam friend, this in the catch them.
I said,
"What's your remember?" Mo de mumbo mumusio. Na mo fa Dr. Bawumi Amra. Mo de ne ba ye be bossy.
Sa no kai.
Before election, o ka sa ma me ne giachnie. Me ne giachnie say ye be wini Northern vote. Ye be wini zongo votes near the kind of we be winning elections no or say me catch it ba umia de mo de ne ba ye nko campaign. NDC communicators were saying it. We thought it was a joke. Election time we was on my campaign. Oh yeah. Yes, so yana ko campaign for platform. Yes, sisifiani. Yes, sisifiani. Take you me. Nyano na ne campaign. Whilst NDC was in the hamlets, villages,
Sir, as deputy director of
communications. Now, the deputy director of communication. We saw almost a be a baby because of a campaign. And I said, Trump said, this is what you want to do, and this is how you're going to do it.
Okay.
Now, Nikoma, NDC was engaging the ordinary Ghanaian, vilify victorious propaganda. If you're a leader, no one judges the mood of the people.
I'm about 5 minutes now.
Ghana for say, Yemfa Kennedy Agyapong bra. Ghana for say they need a transformational leader. The market woman sitting in a Jisu Jom, Esemo the Kennedy bar, Yebetu about my MPP. No abusan is day, or say Papa ne the Okano Kure. Ghana, Obia himself ne Papa no na so we are dear Nenya. Kennedy Agyapong will look into your face and tell you as it is. Obia himself, this is a manner Kennedy Agyapong betime gina aka cho say onye corrupt and he's never been corrupt. Ghana for him, nye MPP for ne beka, ye presenting wa ade no beka and odidi matem. Oba no odidi na tem bia no ye. Udi kokomote kwa iya ya de sotro de ja kwan. Your leadership are status quo. That it's always about business as usual. We a leader there. You did what me am tell you mkrofo edi matem. Hiding behind the scenes you do atem. Udi onko ka ba kopa ni afad ensamfu we onko bebre anum.
Okay.
The point that I'm making, a very good point, I'm making.
And Timamima 2 minutes na we any.
What you say? Odonipa, owakumapa, owotuwachane opepa, edi manipa. Sanipa no okasa with emotions. Na samponyo odi atemu amuse ne kasa nye no. Enyoma Kennedy Agyapong aye dia change the lives of the ordinary people. Mami bi na kan say ne muma ni di atemu. No me change the lives of the ordinary people my. Mami bi okumase. O say any amuma ni atemu. No me change the lives of the ordinary people my. An individual can build a heart cardiothoracic center 37 or no admisika. No I get up say me see edi aboa. Go to Confanoche and go and see the MRI machine there. Go to a northern region and go and see the projects. Factories are papaya. Jobs are all created for the ordinary people. Ebinu jisika no munye scam da koto abrochire. Near their tutor Diane Kesia me guess. Na sabi yes amamuonu ni buoni America for where the choir Donald Trump why and yes beto Obama no aba be mampani. Leadership is about example. Leadership is about example. What you've been able to achieve. Na minim say inshallah. Minim say inshallah. Delegates no onyankopon be somo da pa. JB Dankwa Samai ba be somo da ye. K Buzia Dr. Buzia oba be somo da ye. Jato Kalio Jato Kalio eba be somo da ye. Na matime hu say in every generation there's a new leader that emerge.
Okay.
Kennedy Agyapong is your new leader and you must give him the nod, overwhelming nod to come and lead the MPP. No fire no G2 mean my because Mahama and the NDC is making unpardonable mistakes. Unpardonable governance mistakes are. Ye leader obetimi di ja ato omoto. And your business as usual and Ghanaians will not trust them. Leaders are Ghana and trust them.
All right. Men so me da say eno eye Ernest Kofi Owusu Bempa aboa papon ono anam ne na wie ma mentwa me hombra na afei yentena say me were last guest ewa ha me ne no ebewie 20 minutes na afei yetimi asori akọ isanse yebre no ko Sinupain ye kan se de ete ma mentwa me ho na afa ye mra sisi a.
This is the party. As a second of one you who say, coach you what they were thing will make sure say you bring the party back to power.
Cinepain.
It's a symbol how work no ye we beka don ye but up him one.
Cinepain.
IGP fufura but the master me jai monda. O send still me baboko school ne obi akade wo ma me ko twitu a me ntwitu.
Me kwa montia Ghana for catch them so be pay ko catch on grow for say Mumfa Kennedy Agyapong brother beto abama ma better radio so na me ka mo say mo suspend me what be that
Cinepain.
I am communicating job na mo de ma me say communication director ya ko election ya lose and na Ghana for communicate to deputy communication director on your grassroots person or mo say ko catch your party for no and I'm communicating am I not communicating
Cinepain.
One of these cano. No, is same Ramain. Never said no.
Cinepain.
Dear Mr. Speaker, what tra a share, what tramrano, and random man to me man in your way. And untina, yet train again, so say, on Rembrano, no one be to say, Brandy, dear baby of fire in the wetty, into young correcting you.
Cinepain.
Yes, as who say, as a person come minority, no, your casa boishe.
Cinepain.
The fabric of the party and your leadership.
Cinepain.
And Nuntino said, if there's no good leadership, the party will sink and sink forever. What is true? And I'm more young, and I'm also move change bibi, but I did not move changing Munchray and Bonnie at the end. Munchray, Susan Swa, at the Abba.
Cinepain.
Person you pay at you say, you will be as I say in your bois near ye, now your parliamentary a Juma ye, you created that conducive atmosphere near you, ye bay.
Cinepain.
The first year God in God gives back the more and book. Bro, and no book can be business. If be English, you go chop.
Cinepain. Cinepain.
Chama yensa mo akwa babium enfamra ofan etoso miensa. Enne de nyansam ketu akra na nipa amene na edi ahia ya ye ba bedi nkomo eye Ebenezer Opoku Boahen. Ye frɛ no Osonoba political thinker. Na ono okọ eyi a Enkranza MPP asem na meka kire okọ Enkranza South a ono na oye director in charge of research and elections. Ono ena mene no edi ahiemi. Opani ma memo akwa aba bibia boko de.
Mini amejo so.
All right. Enkranza etesey.
Na me adom Enkranza South constituency boko Bono East nso
Omho ye papa.
Na me adom hwe na no ye ka ye ho mo ba kon ba conference me ba Friday na ahobobo aguso ade a chin Saturday ye call conference na say a supporting program no so bibia ko so kama
okay
my baby my mention Enkranza South constituency
okay
from polling station executives a company me patrons and me council of elders me electoral coordinators and me other constituencies na me will be
all right omonso so eje so papa mo de sha be kan ensa e wa ha mo hwe na mo hu na owo na 2 TV ya odi nkomo e wa ha now ma me yenhwe senior general overview of the Congress senior ekoye eniama eto form ne ayi to twene ye ne ayagitu mu ene ade nyina as director of research and then in charge of elections ofo say motions are yagiatum emane ba into your constitutions ebeboa ebeye adwuma nsusu anso be ne benya party ne so
menu amedase and now your conference I ye buy I will make amendments kakra as a sound woman where DBI then I think say Nigina was in the interest of the New Patriotic Party, which I rebuild the Irish strategizing to bounce back to capture political power in 2028. So it was in order. But a normal community, of course, I think say more achieve you go you per se you achieve in 2028.
And on any way.
You see, you're funny in practical life. You're Barbara, you shall see FM. You're the heading. Among the amendments now, that's the one I say you can't have them, we take it from there. You're Barbara FM near the heading. Akoso. Oko bibia ne 2 building is here. Or my event building is here. You and I know say yes as you know. You the kind a groundbreaking. Your two foundation. Any humanity here then if you and a page structure as a pillars. Now finally your roofing. By this time around, you shed the and now no also to restructure the party. Say you kofa efi yesoro e di abafem inu ene de entwa yi enu na me ne pani bi di nkomo pani bi frɛ me na ye di nkomo na asmo be kan say de ma be ye di official ma be say party no there for warrant ma gu party no on last Saturday. Oh yes, because who did you bi na so jumadi na wudi na enya fapem enya foundation a bit many nine agina so the future of that building or the future of that project will be at stake. And I think to some extent that was what happened last weekend. But makanesa no penimfo ka say achia emui I believe in leadership. And one thing I have seen about this party, say currently party will like a leadership. Oh yes, the party is in crisis.
Samum
party no is in crisis because now won't me answer that pinpointing because he's the person leading the party. Though we have the national affairs vice chairman, second vice chairman, then third vice chairman, which are in the absence of the chairman, the first vice takes over. And again, we have the general secretary of the party. But you could see the inconsistencies. A war among Abrabum. And not enough. You see, this party, you want to confront Obodu Muja. A koji party we here then. You can't write this party's history. Abra Oma President Kofo Edin. Untime ntro MPP history, a political history. Abra Oma Yeredubu Hidin. Untime ntro this party's history. Abra Oma Yera His Excellency Nana Arodan Akufo-addo Edin. Untime ntro party history. Abra Oma Yera Kennedy Wahine akompre ko Agyapong Edin.
I say we sa NC yes sir.
So may come na business to say. Let's ask ourselves a fundamental question.
Okay.
Last Saturday, where was the former president? Nana Akufo-addo and Yera, former President John Agyapong Kufuor. Such an important program.
Meaning, say, His Excellency Nana Akufo-addo in Ghana.
Good.
But former President John Agyapong Kufuor there, and on no mean to me and confirm it.
Good.
Baby, I know.
Good. Let's assume without admitting. Say, na yari, and I, Yera Akufo-addo, atuno. Just after few months, or leaving political office. So, a day in here, I'm an show up in this such an important program. But let's you miss you be able to say, "Empo omo buy no krampo no how were they treated? How were they treated? Yemfa Yera Kennedy as a case study. You see, this party, nobody is bigger than this party. And nobody's interest should supersede the party's own. Party will say, well, ye can't call for Modu Mumuja, Akon, Abre, Agyapong, Yatoha. Honorable Ken, one key figure. But Yan Shani entrance to the program, how he was treated. Okay, so in the Microba, men said I'm more Papa Bia, my party, we see. Men said I'm more Papa Bia, my party, we see. Now, me cause a programmer. Sadia Omutwiti or Kennedy, no. You be treating me, Sana. The answer is no. Edentia, do we have any cynic agenda against the man? And this man, I kind of was him. He's 1,000. You touch millions of people in the party. So, were we projecting a particular candidate, an aspirant, and now say, yeah, to say Rebecca Pert in the boom, outrage to the Jais and Norma to bounce back? No. The course and say, let's project a particular person. Which are, make out your pain, I catch your point blank say. If say we will continue on that trajectory, I fear for the future of this party.
Sir.
Oh yes. Yes. Because any cause of be interest, a supersede party will say here. Now, and ready you see, you know. Am I a net MPP party? Baby, no. We want to repeat the same thing. Okay? If you repeat what we did yesterday, the same results now you the same results now you
41% in 2028.
So, in the era do by na the days of fighting military government, tell us. You're Krana or fighting military government. Yeah, transition from military rule to a democratic rule. No. What was his percentage in the general election? 96 and 96. Now, make us a NPP is the party of the people. Ghana for epe NPP amonyoku. Ghana for edo NPP amonyoku.
Nti e ba ne sen na Ghana for do NPP
Good.
no wan to abama.
Good. May I say, as far as politics is concerned, okay, politics and elections, any event, a process. You for the baby, ne da be den e be wie baby. There be make us say politics and elections is like agribusiness or mango farming. Okay. If you become deceptive and untruthful to yourself, okay, I will say and then me application we say, I will say me pruning, I will say me way, you don't do it, oh yeah. Then mango says those one, you expect to have results. No, only results. You should make sure say and normal yes you do your weed control application, insecticide application, fungicide application, then what have you? So, but if you skip 1, 2, 3 million results, and then, for baby, uti Ghana for Komomudi and say, enough of the rhetorics. Oh yes, enough of the rhetorics. You see, this country, yapa, and no we who say, oh, as soon as see, otebrofo, or you gentle, or you say, no. We need a pragmatic leader. We need a result-oriented person, like Honorable Kennedy was in Agyapong. Okay, you share your neighboring country, Burkina Faso, under Traore. Traore by how many months? How many years in here? Less than 2 years, right? But there's a significant change here then. Even under military leadership. In this country, a dear man on my way is lucky. Is it human resources? No. Natural resources? No. The whole thing is we need somebody who is up and doing. Obia Okasa may ABCD. May ABCD. Somebody who is truthful to himself. Obia no there at Tronic Tompo. Any nothing. Obia effective and efficient. Like Kennedy. So enti who say Ghana for as I'm catch you na say ya blend of fuck say no ye pobia we need a practical leader, a practical person. Obia over time our proven track records ya limit your home and the political space of this country from 1992 to a year and then no can say. Let's ask ourselves this fundamental question. Say politician Ben and or what on my way say man. One, he has been consistent. Neonkoma Odi, let's get things right. Let's get things right. Let's get things right. Now if you be more so or dream from for or dream to for say and the youth of this country, the unemployment rate are all my way say mu. Honorable Ken. Politician ben oban we see man minia ye be ka say wadwen timamufu ho wadwen omanmufu ho abiebie nyima amebie nyambia ye with the exception of Honorable Ken Agyapong. Mama politician both sides from NPP to NDC amanyoni ben oban we say man waka say me bi adwuma afa nipa more than 500 bobi di ma mintie anase bi ni ho. And that is the type of leader Ghana for here. A sincere person, honest, just person. Obia, ono de kontompo, corruption, frakadam some of them also.
Obia kase yehu, I mean several politicians are almost pay to me, almost preaching. Me ba me fight corruption, me ba me bie nyuma, me ba me yesi enso mu nyina nkosi aga.
Good.
Inti dia na ma Kennedy Agyapong aye so exceptional.
Good. So here for employment, it looks like it's a we Ghana government. If you are, from my view, we Ghana government. If you are, the next person in this country, okay, what employ any part or my we say mu, Honorable Ken. So he has a proven track record. Medicare Bisa will say, on my way say, politician Ben from NPP and NDC. I want to know what he was say, media. But this one who know say, me be nyuma, I'm a timemfo, I'm a mabu anya biaye.
That doesn't mean to be a good president.
That doesn't mean okay. You see, in this country, in our circles, okay. To be a successful business person, meaning easy. Looking at the surrounding circumstances it's not easy. So for him, Honorable Ken, to be a successful businessman, okay, fine. You see, I will say, any person in the world will say, man, or might be a I may be more anya. Hey, and then will be at 3 months ago, a day here. But look at Oman FM. It has been there for how many years? Since the and I'm a boy. Look at the coastal project.
18 years.
18 years. The coastal project. Okay, good. Yeah, should they come home? And if you don't have the intellect, the managerial skills to manage these things, meaning you do a man shall on sound your day won't me. That be because managing a business is the same as managing a country. Okay, because in business we have all the sectors. Okay, you will procurement, you will wait. Same as managing a country. political governance. So if you don't have what it takes, okay, to manage a good business to the extent say be successful on that time, I'm sorry. Yet they implement the hand competition on that untimi. Again, corruption. My major question we see. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong has been in this game for over 30 years. Okay. And now I'm going to say, me hear a single person to tell me, say, Honorable Ken has in any way engaged in corrupt activity. And can I'll put my position down as the elections and research officer of the NPP in Konasa constituency. You hear just a single person to do that. You see, personally, people who know why some of us are rooting for Honorable Ken. And that's only me, Anas. Also, any expose, I say, okay. You see, you don't bait somebody, you don't trap somebody. On phone they try me. Table, I say. Number we are saying, I want to say, Mama, I don't know why I didn't. Waje. Though we want to fight corruption, you perceive na you born into corruption as what mind we see. But a choir it move fast here no. And yes, on here then etie. Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. Abra Anas Kencity Media say. He was the only man in this country who came out publicly to say no, this man is corrupt. Anas Nankasa. He's a corruptible. He is corrupt. And then you man you know, it is serious to the extent say you show you German to as well. Obegu my we say. Obegu my we say. And now you show Kencity Media why. Okay. And the Kuma number 12 year then by. And now ye pobia as it stands now only credibility. My way to talk about corruption now. Anas be Anas. And just a cool any sa ye reckon a 2 Anas so. So do you think so don't you think say and by this time or be against him on corruption issue and confirm my
Kodiaba. Eno minua Beneza Opoku Boahen and amene no edi enkomo ma yan phone lines no ma yan hwese betimi bia just 5 minutes na yan sorry free dwumadie no eso 0240550899 0240550899 ubetimi afra ba na fei yetimi atoa so akọ yenim dwumadie no eso 0240 550899. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinopay.
You can't send me
a penny within the baby are free 1 minute.
So, it's kind of honorable. If you have what competence, what question in the Agyapong? You are your wife, you can't know the point. How often can say, you see, a papa, honorable, or why to say just, you can't say instruction, obey, get energy,
all right, Medase, Papa. To me, Abasu Binafe, Yan Quabranason. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, ma Yan Twaso. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sinupay. Open it within baby are free or 1 minute.
Okay.
But you can free, meet you. Okay, me uncle.
Okay. Anyone is a young person, they are not ready for power. Because that is for power. Some can be able to this was 2020 because and then I said, that's the reason I got Mammy, my wow, not on that for about 1 month. Yeah, I work here again, never happened. You can
all right, that's Papa, I'm in last caller now. Yembra back to studio now. Yen sorry, Jumedia no eso. Hello, good afternoon. Okay, Utieno, on your ready, sir, on me back casa, because as Utieno, opening Mr. Ma Yemfencia. My memory in 1 minute wrap up now. Yen sorry so.
See, the new patriotic party is our crossroads. As some Americans were delegates. Nyami Adoma, 31st of January 2026. Ye ko na kaso. Akoto aba. Akoyi flag bearer. Amana be di ye party yenim. Amana di to me. Ama the new patriotic party in 2028 election. Mesre ye delegates. Mesre esia hene eni etu ahene fo se ye ntie die Ghana fo eka. Ye nkoto aba enyi just a flag bearer, but a flag bearer who is ready to work and give us political power in the next election. Enti utie die NFM fo eka, utie de Ghana fo nyina eka acherewa. Uche Ghana ni bia o ka kire o se. Adesia some the honorable Kennedy Agyapong eba ye beto aba ye den amamu.
Okay.
Enti mesre delegate say if we mean business and we want power, yen tie the Ghana for ye den e ka kire.
Okay.
Ye pe a problem solver. Obia oba Obama femfo nwa ye den atomo wo a utifie wadi party na chi over 30 years wo si wunya ahwe.
All right, eno menua Ebenezer Opoku Boahen ono director in charge of research and elections ewo Nkranza South enam ne no edin komo earlier mene Ernest Osubempanso esinkonwa Tabia Takum etayechi sanso ena Heart Builders Real Estate eboayen ye frame Anthony Kofi Inkum Dadze Mr Inkum enemy din Nyankopon ya adoma echena ye besanso ehia sinu pen ye kan senia etie. We are out.